where we started or left off last week. Let me go ahead and get this shared with you guys so y'all can see. Go. Um, yeah. So you, Melissa, what the fuck? What was? What the hell was that?
Sorry, Julie's making pear ice cream, so she's using a blender right now. So I will mute and unmute as necessary.
Okay. Uh,
Tay.
that was I was not prepared for that noise.
The timing of that was good though.
Um. Okay. Yeah. So Ratnob, Melissa, and Ghouls had stayed behind at the church to continue their interrogation of Father Redstone. They then proceeded to get into an altercation with some guards, which resulted in the loss of Ghouls. Luckily enough, Ratnob and Melissa were able to make their escape. Right?
Do we actually know that as players?
As players, we know as characters.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, so like you're I guess you could say that like Ratnob and Melissa don't 100%, like it's not confirmed for you. You know he didn't come back up the stairs with the other guard, so it's either presumed that he was captured or is dead, right? You guys made your escape and made your way back to the guild hall. It's pretty late right now. I think it'd be like midnight or whatever. As you guys get back to the guild hall, where Corin and Nox are waiting. I don't recall if you guys met up before we ended or if you guys just made your escape and then we ended.
No, I think it was they just made their escape.
Yeah, we were booking it.
Yeah, so we'll pick up where you guys get back to the guild hall. It's late. Let's say it was raining. And you guys walk into the guild hall.
It's a terrible day for rain, isn't it?
It is.
How appropriate.
That's my tears.
You walk in to the guild hall and it's pretty empty. You see the bartender behind the counter. You look around and you don't see Corn or Ratnob or Corn or Nox within eye shot. They're not on the main floor. You decide.
I don't know if it was written out last night or last session, but I was literally waiting outside Holly's door. I don't know.
Yeah, we had like bunked up together, like against the wall.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Ratnob and Melissa decide, since they're not really seeing anybody, that they're gonna head and go upstairs to check rooms. Maybe.
I'm gonna carry Melissa to the bedroom because she's pretty messed up.
Okay. So you pick Melissa up and you're carrying her up the stairs, and you round the corner towards the hallway that contains all the guild reps' offices, and you see both Corin and Nox sitting there against the wall next to Holly's office door.
You guys, you need to help me with Melissa. She's badly hurt.
What the fuck did you guys do? You guys were just supposed to wait.
We were waiting, and then the town guards came in. And, well, yeah, a fight broke out.
Did Ghoul start the fight? Why did Ghoul start fighting?
Redstone tripped down the stairs and broke his neck. Just before the guards came in.
What?
There's a lot to unpack.
Wait, where's Skulls?
I don't know. He
Please
got
tell me
trapped
Redstone is
in the
dead.
basement. Oh, he's very dead.
Nice.
Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god. And I run over and I'll cast Cure Wounds on Melissa. For 6 HP.
I guess I will look over Ratnob. How you doing, Ratnob?
I'm a little hurt, but not too bad.
I see Core and Cure Melissa, and I go, I can do that too.
Oh boy.
And I will cast my Cure Wounds on Ratnob.
Oh, you actually have like an okay heal spell
5 HP.
Sweet.
for doing it.
Yeah. So as you as you
Could
know
have done
the
with
two
that last
groups
session.
Don't fight
as
when we're not there.
the two
Um,
groups unite, you guys cast heal on your injured party members, and their more grievous wounds heal and close up and are no longer bleeding or anything along those lines.
Real quick, just so I know how I'm doing this, I cast the cure, and I actually have to physically select the slot to make sure that it's unused.
In your spells tab, there's like a little orange cast. At least it's orange for me. It's cast next to
Yeah.
the spell name. You click that and then it does the slot for you.
Oh, okay. So
Or you
then
can
if
just click the slot. Either way, but
okay, so if I hit class, it'll roll the dice and mark the slot.
I think it just marks the slot because
Oh,
I clicked on the the 1d8 plus 3 or whatever
okay,
dice box, and that's what rolled the dice. But
okay,
and then I
cool.
hit cast afterwards, and that marked the slot.
Gotcha. Thank you. Go on.
Yep.
Yes, I mean, so you guys kind of try and heal them up as best as you can. While you listen to what occurred.
Yeah, I think Gulls got captured.
Huh.
He got stuck in the basement, and then he just never came out the top.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll go to the prison and see him tomorrow.
This has gotten so much
Probably
worse.
wouldn't be a good idea for me and Melissa to show our face around in for the time being.
Well, I mean, technically, it wouldn't be a good idea for me and Corn to show our face around the guards either.
Right, because we were already in trouble for getting jumped in that office anyway.
That office has bad vibes.
This is so fucked up. At least that asshole's dead.
True.
Although, fuck.
No more false priesthood. Now that church can start anew.
But now we don't have any evidence that he was being a dick to us.
That's fine. Case closed.
Is it fine?
Mostly.
I have way more questions than when we started this quest.
Well, all we can do is wait for Holly now.
So
I
sorry,
guess
go
we'll
ahead.
go get Holly in the morning. We'll go sleep in our beds instead now.
Probably.
Yeah,
Okay. So yeah, after exchanging the stories about what conspired after, or is that the right word? Whatever. Transpired after Nox and Corn had left, you all decide to go rest for the night. You head back to your respective rooms, you know, hunkered down, much to mull over and think about as you fall asleep. And
Let me know when 4 hours passes.
yeah,
Oh, thank God you sleep less. I was sitting here going like, fuck, we probably should leave a note for like Holly.
so as you all hunker down and sleep for the night, 4 hours do pass. Were you wanting to do anything or just like be conscious.
It's time to go test more doors, Tim.
God.
Okay.
Can I? Please. There we go.
Um,
Nice. I mean, I'm also assuming it's still early-ish morning where most of the hall is closed, or most everyone isn't actually active in the guild hall at the moment.
yeah. It would definitely be like early morning before like most people start getting up for the day.
Okay.
Um, so you wanted to leave your room and
Go explore the
Go
guild hall some more.
okay. You leave your room and you head down the stairs to the hallway where the guild reps offices are.
I want to go to Holly's door first and leave a note on the door saying that Knox wishes to speak to you in your office.
Okay.
Then I want to continue on with my adventure.
All right.
Do I know where the training hall is? Like the the sparring area? Do I know that instinctively?
Let me think. I would say yes. Like you've been a member of the guild long enough that you would have figured out that it was past the stairs that lead to the second floor.
Okay. I'm gonna go towards the training hall.
Okay. So you head down that hallway. It makes a quick right hand turn and down a short flight of steps into the training area. As you get to the bottom of the stairs, you see the wide open training space. It's cobbled stone, and there's a couple of training dummies and weapon racks full of wooden weapons, and you can see that the night sky's cleared up, and it's that early dusk sky. It's not
Oh,
quite not
it's an
quite
open
blue.
roof training hall.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. Not quite morning. It's not super bright out. It's kind of like twilightish.
Okay.
And as you're looking around, like you don't notice anybody
Nice.
in the area.
What type of wooden training tools are there?
You think of it, it's probably there.
Spear.
Yeah, there's a spear there.
I'm gonna take a spear and start chucking spears at a training dummy.
Okay. Um, you take a spear out of the training rack, and you kind of eyeball the closest training dummy, and you chuck it. Let me just. Yeah, spear's a simple weapon, so you know how to use it.
Okay.
Yeah, and it whizzes through the air, and it's a wooden spear, so it's not like super sharp, but like it kind of like half sticks into the training dummy and like flops to the ground.
Okay. I'm gonna take the next weapon I lay my hands on and chuck it at the training dummy, regardless of if it's actually a throwing weapon or not.
Okay. You pick up this weird looking like double-headed morning star,
Nice.
and you chuck it, and it just kind of does a weird like tumble through the air, and it strikes the training dummy and just falls to the ground.
Ooh, that looks like fun. Mm, I want to pick up a glaive.
Okay.
Huh, this looks like Ghoul's types of weapon. I wonder how easy this is to use. And I just want to start swinging it around.
So even though it's not a weapon that you commonly use, you pick the weapon up and you kind of get a good feel for it in your hands, and you begin to use basic weapon handling techniques and begin going through common like motions of that you would in training, blocking and attempting to parry and thrusts and slashes and stuff like that.
Okay.
And like it's a little awkward at first because, like I said, like it's not a weapon that you have used frequently, but given your skills and abilities, it is one that like as you begin to continue like swinging it around, it becomes more familiar and more comfortable in your hands.
Okay. How much time has passed? Because I think I'm going to spend most of my time here while people are waking up and getting ready for the day.
Okay. Let's see. So if you're looking to like just do some generalized training or weapons training, um, it I mean like you can do it until like everyone else is finished resting if you'd like.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay. um, let's see. Long rest is 8 hours normally.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you continue to train, and as time goes on, a couple of other people do come into the training area and pick up weapons, and they observe you for a moment, and then they go about like their own like training regiment with their various weapons and stuff like that. People are coming and going and passing as you continue to train until it's clearly morning. You can smell like the dew in the air and see that the sky is now the vibrant blue that comes with the morning time. And everyone within the guild begins, is more or less like awake and at work. Melissa, Corin, and Ratnov, you guys kind of just naturally wake up out of your sleep.
Oh yes, the best illusion of D&D of all, an 8-hour sleep. Long rest, beep boop.
Beep boop boop.
That one does everything, right? Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Just double checking that when I hit the button, it really does it.
Yeah, so now that you've awoken, what would you like to do?
Right, Nob's gonna get some food.
Okay. So you head downstairs. Excuse me. Um, you head downstairs to the main hall and approach the barkeep that's behind the counter and request some breakfast food. And they say good morning and let you know that it's gonna cost what was shit? What was I charging last time?
Was
Like
it
it was
2
5
like
silver or
silver?
something?
Was it
yeah,
2? Oh yeah, 2
it was
silver.
like 2 silver. Yeah, so they're like, oh, it'll be 2 silver.
Okay.
And then they let you know that it's gonna be out in a moment.
Alright. Just gonna sit down and wait for my foods. Don't know what everyone else is doing.
Alrighty.
I'll
Coroner
make my
Melissa.
way. I'll make my way to the dining hall and order some food as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll get up and go get Melissa so we can go downstairs and get some food. Inventory. Money.
Money. 2 silver. Removed.
Yeah.
Oh no. And then I broke everything. Remove.
Um,
Aha.
So you and Melissa, you go over and you knock on Melissa's door, and Melissa very sleepily opens the door, and you're like, let's go get some food and hopefully
Uh,
meet up
I,
with the others.
I envisage she just wordlessly raises up her arms to be lifted.
Probably. Um,
Uppies.
you guys head downstairs and speak to the barkeep to order your food. They request the standard amount and let you know that your food will be out in a minute. And you turn around and you see Ratnob already seated and waiting for their food. And Knox walks in right at this point from the same way you guys had came, comes down the stairs. I'm assuming you're ordering food as well.
Yes.
Yeah. As you were coming down the hallway from the um,
Training room.
guild reps hallway, right?
Ah,
You notice that your note um, that you left on Holly's door is no longer there.
okay.
You tried the door, but it was locked. And
Okay.
when you knocked, no one answered.
Concerning, but okay.
Oh, shit, we're like in super duper trouble now.
You take a seat with the others, and um, right as you do so, their food comes out and is placed in front of them. And the barkeep lets you know that it'll be just another second until yours is all ready from the kitchen.
Sounds good, friendo.
And after a short minute, your food also comes out. And you guys got some waffles and eggs and bacon.
That sounds so good.
We don't do traditional fantasy food around here, okay? No bread and water.
This is a nice guild hall.
Exactly.
We serve nice food.
Start chowing down.
Unless anybody wants to talk to it about anything, we're probably just like sitting there like eating, going like, "Oh my god, this is terrible. Like, where the hell is Gulls? Like, the fuck is happening?
I
We're
mean,
in so much trouble."
I'm
who's
more
who's
pushing
in
my food
trouble?
about than eating.
Oh,
Everything's fine, guys. We got rid of the evil father. The church is fine. Things are fine. Gould is probably just resting in his prison cell because it's a misunderstanding. We saved the church.
I mean, it's a pretty big misunderstanding.
Well, yeah. His father's been fooling people for a long time.
man, we still don't know where these cursed objects are s- uh, that we assume he's behind.
I'm so confused with that.
It's
I'm not
because
even sure there are cursed objects.
there are no cursed objects. He was just trying to get people to take the fall for something. Who knows? But he's dead now, so it's all fine.
As you all are kind of, poking at your breakfast, eating here and there, and discussing everything, you begin to hear hoof prints.
Is there only
You
one
can't
set of
you can't
footprints in
hear
the?
hoof prints. You start hearing like, I don't know, hooves falling on hardwood.
Clop,
Yeah.
Yeah.
clop.
And then the uh, door that's kind of up and above the guild hall to the overlook opens, and you see uh, the guild leader step out and move to the railing, and he kind of looks around, and then he spots you, and he just stares at you for a moment, and then
I'm gonna
Random
look up and
instantly
wave at
looks
him.
down at his plate.
and
I'm gonna look up and wave and smile.
he sees you and he does the whole, I don't even know how to describe it, like the whole cow snort head shake thing. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, okay.
And motions with his head to come here. And he turns around and um, goes back through the doorway.
I'll finish my food and then head up to the principal's office.
Oh, that's right. We're in so much trouble now that the principal wants to talk to us.
Time to
Turk
get
reluctantly finishes his food and follows after Nox and makes sure that Dragon Mill's still along by her hand.
go get our congratulatory medals, guys.
I don't think that's what's gonna happen.
But he definitely looks at the entrance door and thinks about running for it.
Just that momentary, like, I could just run. I could just run and never come back.
As you guys head up the stairs and down the banister way to the guild leader's office door, who's going first?
I am.
All right. Knox, you reach the door and you knock. And as you finish knocking, you notice right away that it begins opening. And
Okay.
it's Holly who's opening the door.
Oh, nice.
And she tells you to come inside.
Cool.
And as you all follow inside, you notice that the outer area of the office is lined with guards. And there are a couple of clergymen towards the further end of this room near the guild leader's desk. And sitting in a chair opposite of the guild leader is a man who is adorned in, I want to say gaudy, but they're they're very clearly a high ranking and esteemed member of the church. You
like a bishop.
Yes, you immediately recognize that this person is a bishop. You're right on the money. And as you file in, the guild leader stands up from behind his desk where he had taken a seat while they waited for you. And as they do so, the bishop stands and turns to face you all as you've entered this room. Go ahead and Ratnob and Melissa roll. Actually, what? Let me see. Passive perception is 13 and 12. Yeah. So both of you, as you walk in and you're filing in with everyone else, you notice one of the guards is not wearing a helmet and is the guard you fought last night at the church.
Oh boy.
You come to a stop, about 10 feet away from the bishop. And the bishop turns to this guard and he says, are they here? Are they amongst this group? And the guard says, yes, sir. It's these two. And he points out Ratnob and Melissa. And the bishop is, like, as he stands before you, like he's being very stately, I guess would be how I'd phrase it. You know, he's standing up straight, his arms are behind his back, and he looks very stern. And he nods in the direction of the guard, and the guard like goes back to attention. And the bishop calls the guards to ready arms, and they all put forth their spears pointed at you as a group.
My hand instinctively rests on my sword.
I've
Um,
taken up like a protective position over Melissa.
I'm taking out my bow and taking an offensive stance.
Oh god.
the the guild leader slams his fist on his desk while staring daggers at all of you, and he tells you to stand down.
Stand down for what? We defended ourselves and got rid of an evil father.
And the bishop looks at you as you make that statement, and he says, he asks you to elaborate. He says, what do you mean evil?
I'm gonna pull out the. Why do I keep forgetting the name of this piece of paper?
The mission missive, I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull that out, put it on the table.
You're not close enough to the table.
Oh, I'm gonna pull it out and throw it at my feet.
Okay.
This thing here, we received a quest to go investigate cursed objects, non-sanctioned objects funded by the church. And if we found any, to destroy them. If not, then nothing else happens. We needed more information. We went to the father. He attacked us on the spot, and we defended ourselves. What about that is not an evil father?
As you toss the mission letter to the ground, one of the other clergymen walks over and picks it up and then hands it to the father, and he begins inspecting it. And he says, "And what did you find?"
Nothing. We found regular religious objects. Nothing about any kind of curse. Nothing about any non-sanctioned. So we didn't know if they were the right ones. So all we did was go look for more information to clarify if these were the right ones that needed to be dealt with. As soon as we went to go look for more information, we were attacked on the spot.
Tell me about this attack.
Well, the father in question, I went to his office, asked him about it. He got all fidgety and shady, and without really giving me any real information, he dashed through a secret door, had two of his goons come out and attack us.
He stands there in contemplation of what you're saying. He looks over at one of the clergymen, and they nod to him, as if to affirm what is being said. The clergyman and the guards are all, just staring at you, and the bishop goes on and he says, "We've resurrected Father Redstone.
Oh my god, you did what?
It was necessary to properly question him about what transpired. During our questioning, we were able to ascertain certain information."
Do you wish to share with the class what that information was?
It's the church's business. But we had suspicions about Father Redstone's activities, and we were doing our own internal investigation. After the guards reported what occurred last night, and the unorthodox nature of the father's office, that being the hidden rooms and the secret passages, we were able to collaborate your story.
Okay, so we good then.
We're good. And as he says that, the guards stand down.
I'll loosen my grip on my bow. Not
He
firing. What's the right term for that? Because like loosen my bow means like I fire, but
I think if you were
Unnock
to
your
say like
arrow?
unnock my arrow. Yeah.
or even just like if you were to say like you loosen your like grip on the bow, I would understand what you mean.
Okay.
He goes on to and rest assured, the father is being dealt with. And he will not live to see the end of the week.
Cool.
Unfortunately, your friend was not so lucky. We attempted to resurrect him as well in order to hopefully get more information, and for one reason or another, the resurrection failed.
I see.
I am sorry that it came to that. But to show that the church means well, we've left your payment for this with your guild rep, Holly.
Thank you.
He does kind of like a half turn to the guild leader, and the guild leader nods at him, and the bishop then just walks past, nothing further to say. And as he leaves the office, the guards and the other clergymen with him file out along with him.
Nice.
So now we're just left alone with the guildmaster and
And
Holly.
Holly.
Correct. The guildmaster takes his seat as the last of them leave and Holly closes the door. And he kind of leans back and slumps in his chair a bit, and starts you can tell he's like deep in thought. And
While he's deep in thought, Corn's gonna just like sit on the ground and like hands in face, like just despair.
okay.
I'm gonna look over at Corn and pat him on the head. It's okay, buddy. This is why you don't get attached to people. I've learned that the hard way. Just gotta bury your emotions deep.
The guild leader sees Corin and their despair, and sits up and says that he is truly sorry about the loss of ghouls. That it is always hard when a member is lost, but that the Pharaoh's drink will remember him. And he then reaches down to his desk and pulls out 6 cups. 7 cups and a thing of whiskey, and he pours a shot in all of them, and he nods at Holly, and she comes over and she hands them out. Of course, the last being that of Ghouls. And he raises the glass to you all and downs the shot.
And down the shot.
Yep.
As he finishes the shot, he places the cup upside down rather than right side up. He watches you all drink your shot, and states that Holly has some of the possessions that belong to 2 ghouls, and you can collect them from her.
What have they done with Ghoul's body?
They have sent Ghouls' body back to Donaso.
Is that his homeland?
Yes. He was not from Belgaia.
I could vaguely tell.
I understand that this loss is difficult, but I encourage you to continue pressing forward as adventurers do. If you need anything else, let us know.
I'm good. I'm good. Ratnob, you good?
Pretty far from okay, Chief.
Corn?
I think you just get like a heavy sigh out of Corn. Maybe like a little shaky sigh, like tearing up a little bit.
Well, I think the 3 of them might need something.
Okay. Holly, if you could please see them to your office and finish going over the details of everything with them, I would appreciate it. She says, sure thing. And she walks over to Corin and assists them to their feet. And, kind of puts an arm around them and starts leading them out of the office.
I'll follow after.
Yep, I'm gonna follow too.
As you guys begin to walk out, the you're gonna hear the guild leader moving behind you, towards the door, and as you guys exit, they'll say, "I believe you forgot something," and kind of like nudge Melissa out the door
No.
and close it.
Right.
Fine, I'll scoop up Melissa.
I can't believe you let a little kid drink whiskey.
I mean, hey, that's fine.
It's a fantasy world.
Rue. Everybody drinks whiskey in fantasy worlds. There are no rules.
Exactly. I would pick up Melissa, but I have a -1 to my strength, so that would just end badly.
Fuck, that's funny.
I'm always aware of Melissa. It's just that I can't do anything to actually bring her along with me.
Right.
It's
So you
fine, I've got
guys
this.
get led down the banister.
I just assume I'm on auto follow.
to Holly's office. She gets to the door and pulls out her keys, unlocks the door, and then holds it open for Corin and everyone else to file inside. She then goes over and takes her seat at her desk, and she motions for you all to, take a seat.
I will sit.
While you all are doing that, she'll be pulling some things out of the drawer of her desk, and it's basically the lockbox that she had before, and she opens it up and she begins divvying out up the funds that the bishop had promised.
That was what it was. 200 for the mission.
Right. So it would be 50 apiece, and then and then 25 additional after that. So 75 apiece total.
Holy shit.
75 gold. Be rich, boys.
The extra gold, Holly lets you guys know, the extra gold is what was recovered from ghouls. We felt that it would be best to give it to you to help you throughout your time.
Okay.
She then stands up really quickly and like turns to the side and grabs. It's basically like an adventurer's pack, and she sets it on the desk and she opens it up. She pulls out a couple of items from the inventory. One being a pistol, and the other being a potion of healing, and the last thing being the ore chunk that was recovered from your guys' initial mission. And she sets it on the desk, and she says, "This is what we were able to." Sorry, potion aside, I forgot that was expended. So it's just the pistol and the ore chunk.
Not his glaive.
His glaive, she hadn't gotten to that yet.
Oh. Okay, so then, as I noticed, the ore chunk and the pistol, I'll question about the glaive.
She will point over to the corner, kind of off and behind you, and you'll see Ghoul's glaive there. She said she'll, these were the effects that we could recover. You can choose to do with them as you see fit.
How much of a stretch would it be to use a pistol for my type of character?
I guess technically it wouldn't. You are a ranger.
Okay. I guess I just always think ranger. I think bow and arrow or crossbow kind of thing.
Yeah. It would. Yeah. Just because given the like state of the world, I don't think it would be too crazy to be like, oh yeah, like if you wanted to use a pistol, or like have a pistol in your arsenal for moments when, like, I don't know, you're in like a enclosed space and you want to like strike some terror into some people and you fucking put the pistol to someone's head and you pull the trigger or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Like it's still totally something that you could do, but it is a flintlock, so it's not like it doesn't have a clip to it.
Okay, it's
Um,
one load, one shot.
pretty much, and like the rules would be that like you could use your bonus action to reload it.
Okay.
Retnab, you already have a pistol, right?
True.
Do you want to dual wield pistols?
I mean, I did consider it, but
You are more than welcome to the pistol, my friend.
thank you.
Corn doesn't want anything to do with it.
You don't want the gun, Corin?
No.
Not too much removal from nature for you.
I don't. I think that that's too weird for like a nature-based magic person, but also like, it's our dead friend's weapon, so feeling complex feelings about it.
I mean, what better way to carry on his legacy?
True, but it still doesn't feel good accepting them.
If you don't wish to claim the weapons, we can just put them into the armory.
No, I'll take the pistol.
I'll,
It still
I'll
just
carry his
doesn't feel
glaive.
good.
Bam, 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 bam.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and add those things to your inventory.
Which size of the meteor chunk did he end up with? I don't remember anymore.
The football.
He got the
Oh.
big chunk.
Regretting choice.
Okay, so let's see. Manage inventory. Can't I just add items? Name, right. How do I just straight add an item? What?
Here, I can do it for you if you need.
If you go to like manage equipment,
Do I have to specifically manage equipment?
I think,
Because I have a manage inventory button. I click that.
Yeah, click that,
or
and then
manage
there should
inventory. That's
be
the one I need. I
add
meant.
items to your backpack, and then you
Yeah.
can just search for what it is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you just type in like glaive or something.
Weird.
Nice.
There's a laser
Ooh,
pistol.
wait, no, I
Oh,
think that's.
laser pistol.
I
Who
think
the
I added the
fuck?
wrong type of thing. Why is there different versions of glaive? What?
Why
They're
wouldn't
just
there
like
be?
higher levels. He just
Okay,
had
I
the
think
basic glaive.
I think I added the wrong glaive to my inventory. Where did it go? Backpack. Okay. Click this and remove
Please
it.
hold while my inventory management happens. This is the thing that takes 3 hours in Skyrim. Then you can go back out and adventure.
I mean, you just hand it to Lydia and forget about it.
I never took Lydia
Removing the
anywhere with me because she could
backpack will
perish, so I
also
always
loss.
went and got Serana immediately.
I don't want to do the entire backpack. I just want to do the one item.
Because 2 reasons. She's immortal because she's flagged as a crucial character. 2, it's Laura Bailey.
There. Okay, now just add 1 to backpack. Cool. I have a regular glaive in my backpack. Done.
I always ended up going with the
Okay.
chick from the werewolf peoples.
Okay, so you have claimed the glaive and the pistol. Who is anybody wanting to claim the ore?
I don't think I can carry it.
You probably can't.
I mean, given the like carry weight of most people in this world, you could carry it just fine.
And I'll take it if no one else is gonna take it.
Corn, did you want anything from ghouls?
I contemplated the meteor chunk, but it's more like a sentimental idea. Maybe space sword. I don't know.
Space sword. Make a space sword. Wait, do you even use swords? Do you use weapons?
Points to axe on hip.
Wait, you have an axe?
I do. In fact, I have a hand axe for, Kachonkin.
I don't think I've ever seen you use that.
I think
Where
I've
did that
popped
materialize
someone
from?
once with it.
Corin, what magic do you have that hides your axe from me?
I think you just don't think I'm a very good fighter.
I mean, that's probably true.
Also, I can turn into animals now.
True. You could make a space axe.
SpaceX. Did you really want it, Melissa?
I'll take it if no one else is gonna. I mean, I don't use weapons.
Yeah.
I have knives on me, but that's just because I like collecting knives.
One of these days, you're gonna throw a knife at somebody, and it's gonna be very funny.
Yeah, I have a staff, I guess, but
Oh, right. You have like a bow staff or something.
I
That's
think
a
it's
point.
just.
Did I lose my dagger that I threw?
Did you,
Oh yeah. I mean, if you didn't go pick it up.
you have a dagger?
Yeah. Every good rogue has a dagger.
I'm going to say yes
I mean,
because
Why
I'm
your
just
dagger?
normally like projectiles, I would say like you don't have to worry about picking them up and you'll just have ammo and stuff. But since it was like a weapon that you threw, I'm gonna say it'll fall under the grounds of normal rules. And yes, you lost that dagger.
Okay.
Sounds like we need to find you one of them magic belts that makes the daggers come back.
Sounds like we just need to use this
Handle first,
football-sized
right?
meteorite to make space weapons.
Base weapons.
I mean, if we can't decide, I'm just gonna pick up the ore then.
Yeah.
You
We'll decide on it all completely later.
you just you go over to the ore and just like pick it up and put it in your backpack.
I want it to be like she like goes to pick it up and is like me poof.
Just kind of tackles her and gets the ore.
No, where she like struggles to pick it up but gets it in the backpack anyway.
Oh.
Determination.
Now that you have all claimed what remained as far as effects, was there anything else that you guys needed? If you need some time, that's perfectly understandable.
I'm gonna glance around at the other three.
Other than that, I think I need to just take a mission, keep busy, but just not in the city.
I mean, we still have the meteorite to go track down south. Was it southwest? Because it's in the
Yeah.
high Anvil Mountains.
Corn like cringes a little bit. It's like, oh, that sounds so dangerous. I'm so upset. But I don't want to be in the city anymore either.
Holly will hear you talking about the meteor and will say, right now we're still waiting on word to come back from the scouting party on like the exact whereabouts of the meteor and their investigation. Have you found out anything more since we last talked about the gemstone?
Yeah. Paddywhack investigated it. It's got a really cool feature, Holly. It can delete things.
What does delete mean?
Well, when Paddywhack showed it to us, he had some monster. I legit forget what the name of the monster was. I don't even
It was
think I wrote it down in my
basilisk.
notes. Was it basilisk? He summoned a basilisk,
He summoned
and
a
then
what?
yeah, he summoned a basilisk
In the city?
in the city in his shop.
How
Which
did
is
he
in the
do?
city question mark, or is it in another dimension?
Who knows?
And then he pointed the gemstone at it and deleted it. It just kind of vanished. Paddywhack said something about it going into the gym.
Oh, wow. That is interesting indeed.
He did say he could outfit it for us to make it more usable, but we hadn't really decided on that yet.
All right, it's supposed to either be like a necklace or a staff.
Yeah. Yeah, according to Paddywhack, it looks like it can once every now and then.
Once per day.
Yeah. Uh, we can choose a target it within 30 feet from us, and it just gets consumed by the gem.
Consumes.
Yeah.
That is a truly unique and powerful item.
Ooh,
Yeah, I don't trust it.
sounds fun. I wonder if he can outfit it onto a weapon.
I mean, Paddywhack does some crazy things.
How about
Uh,
fashion it into like a ball type projectile?
and then you could just shoot it from a pistol.
And it'll catch the monster that it hits.
Okay, I get it. Wait, were we supposed to do something more with the gem though? It's been a long time now.
No, I think the last thing we were doing was we were going to, because that was the session. Keelan wasn't actually there; he was doing stuff with the family. So we were going to talk to ghouls the next session to do it, but it never came back up.
Right. Wait, but I mean, like,
I don't think there was anything further.
to learn about the gem,
No,
because
trying to remember.
consumes a creature, and then that's just it concerns me greatly.
um,
Where do they go? What happens? What's
yeah,
the end game?
the guild leader had just tasked you with investigating more about the gemstone.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we were supposed to keep asking questions to somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, more or less, like anything that you can learn about it would probably be good. Holly just kind of like looks around the room and she lets out a bit of a sigh and you can tell she's kind of definitely a bit upset about everything that's happened so far. And she says,
I want to
just
go over to Holly and pat her on
she graciously accepts the headpants. She does her best to smile and says, well, be sure to speak with James if you need to restock on anything, and let me know if you need any new assignments or anything like that.
Holly, is this the first time you've lost an adventurer?
Unfortunately, no.
Okay.
It's part of the job.
That it is. Do you need a hug, Holly?
I'm fine, thank you.
Corin, do you need a hug?
Yeah.
Holly, do you want to give Corin a hug?
Sure,
That was not what I expected.
I'll give Corin a hug, and Holly will get up and walk over and give Corin a big hug.
Aw.
See, I distance myself from people because I know things are attached, but I know how to treat
Shilling for some hugs.
them.
Yeah, and Holly walks back over to her desk and sits down. She kind of is just observing you guys.
All right, so our current plan of action, guys, is waiting, I guess. Right, Holly? Because how long will it take to receive word back from the scouting party?
Um, Given the last time we heard from them, I mean, it could be days at the soonest.
Mm. Um. All
Is
right.
it time to go look at the job board for more cursed
Yeah.
jobs?
Let's go look at the job board. See if there's something small that we can do outside of the city,
Oh my
and
god,
then
I
come
want to get out of here so bad.
back. That, or we could just go random hunting.
Random hunting? What do you mean?
I don't know. We'll find something to kill.
Kill redstone again.
Time to go murder that asshole one more time.
Thanks, Holly. We'll contact you if we need you.
Sounds good. Take care, you guys.
Leave Holly's office.
As we're leaving, I'm just gonna be like, what a fucked up day.
I mean, 'tis the life of an adventurer.
Yeah. So you all, file out of the office, and Holly, uh, you know, puts her head down and starts working on some paperwork and stuff like that. You guys get down to the guild hall area, and a couple minutes later, Holly stops writing and looks up and sees Melissa just sitting there staring at her.
Yep,
Yep.
that tracks.
I thought you were on auto follow.
That must have broken.
She just kind of like sits there and like stares at Melissa and like looks around. It's like, wait a second, I thought you left. And she'll escort Melissa down to the guild hall to you guys. Like, I think you left this in the office.
Oh, sweet. Melissa.
And then she goes back up to her office.
I'm wondering, is there some sort of bell system that we can put on Melissa and put on Corin, so that if Melissa gets too far from Corin, it just starts ringing,
Uh,
so that we can know that we left Melissa behind somewhere?
Should we
maybe.
just tie us together? That seems like a stupid idea. I don't want to be tied to it.
Yeah, so you
What's-
guys are down in the guild hall area. I'm assuming
go
you
to the
find
job
a seat,
board.
maybe.
No, I'm going to the job board.
Okay. You go up to the job board, and there are the two jobs that you saw before, the whole day beforehand.
Wait, has it already only been a day? What an even more fucked up day.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, like technically, I think it's been like a day and a half because you guys
Yeah.
took the initial jobs at like midday, and then nighttime, and then docks, and then daytime, and more dock warehouse stuff, and church and fighting, and then evening, and more church and fighting, and then death, and now here in the
So
morning.
maybe 2 days.
Yeah, like
what it
maybe
sounds
like 2 days since you've been back in the city.
Wow.
What a
I hate
busy
it
2
here
days.
Even more.
What a busy 2 days.
Exactly. Things are fine. So it's just the same two.
Yep, the swamp, the Emerald
The swamp
Morass
and the
one with the lizard
caravan.
folk. Yep, and the caravan security.
All right. Before I take either of them, I'll go. Wait, where did the rest of the group go?
You spin around and you see him sitting there,
Okay.
smiling at you.
Okay, guys, we've got lizard folk or caravan security. Which one you want?
I'm easy. I don't mind.
Corn. How far away from the city do you want to get?
Well, wait, we don't know where the fucking caravan goes.
Caravan is going. Oh, did I not write that down? I thought the
It
caravan
says
was going
the job posting says local merchant is looking for assistance with a caravan security. Please seek out Theo Hogwood for more details.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
remember
that's right.
that was the thing that we discussed last time because we were like, what if we picked up more than one? Thinking maybe like they could take us in the same, perhaps
That's
direction.
right.
But it didn't list where they were going, so we couldn't make that decision. So we were like, fuck it, we'll stay here in the city, which was the worst decision
Bad
ever.
choice.
So I mean, we could go for caravan security and take out anger frustrations there, or we could go to the lizard folk and take out anger frustrations there.
We may take out frustrations on the lizard folk. They ain't doing nothing wrong.
So you sure about that? We thought the father wasn't doing anything wrong.
You know what? You're right. And we got played, and I hate it.
Yeah. Or both these could be traps again. All the traps, all the conspiracy.
I mean, if we do caravan security, that sounds like it's going to be a good few days.
Yeah.
How will we get word about what's happening with the meteor?
That's a good question.
I
I
mean,
suppose we wouldn't find out until we got back.
true. Again, we could just decide to not take either of these and just go wander around outside the city.
That sounds
Dangerous.
dangerous, but also like, I don't know. There's no point.
All right. I'm going up there to pick one.
I mean, the caravan, we can just ride in a car the entire way.
So, do you want to do the caravan, Melissa?
Oh, no, Melissa in game is silent.
Oh. All right. Here we go.
Coin?
Yep. Corin, pick high or low.
Hi.
Pick shop, Corin.
What? That's not what I agreed to.
Too bad. It's what we're doing now.
Which one?
Fuck.
Let's just take the caravan one. I'm just gonna grab the caravan one and throw it on the table.
Melissa just gets up and just tears it off the wall. Just stuffs it in my hands.
See, Corin, just gotta make decisions sometimes.
And it's not because she wants to ride on a horse.
This is where you find we're walking.
Oh my god. Or that there's no horses. Everything is pulled by like giant crabs or something.
Hey, okay, that's pretty. I can make that work.
All right. So now we need to go find this Theo guy. It didn't tell us where we could find him, did it?
You see a little arrow at the bottom of the paper, and when you turn it over, there's a map.
Oh,
A
shit.
map? Wait, something that has more information on it? This
The
boggles my
fuck?
mind.
Finally, some good food.
Yeah, so you turn over the mission, and there is a map there that's kind of like a rough scrawled scribble the uh of the, like, the city. It's very very basic because like it covers a lot of ground based off of what you can tell on the map. So it's like, left turn and then right turn and right turn and left turn, that sort of thing. Very basic. Um, but it's sending you to the market area, to the north from where you are, where PW shop is, but you're looking for a different shop in that area, that
Okay.
is marked on the map.
That makes sense. I was gonna figure it's in like the marketplace. All right, let's go do some shopping.
No shopping. Caravan.
Did Ratnob say he was missing a knife?
Oh yeah.
I've still
Wait,
got one spare.
could he not? Could you not get one from James?
That's true. James does sell basic weapons. Also,
Uh,
you two
I
probably
mean,
need to refill your packs, right?
I probably could do with another health potion yet.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Okay.
James.
Corn's gonna like look at Ratnob and Melissa and be like, "I'm gonna remind you guys to not die."
I don't think it's a choice.
That's a tall order.
That is true.
Let me see
I don't think
here.
any of us have the choice of not dying, Corn.
Never again is this gonna happen.
Are
I
you
will make
sure
sure
about
of
that?
it.
Bum, 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 bum.
You can't tell me what to do. You're not my real dad. I'll die if I want to.
Okay.
Nox, you're grounded.
Yeah, so you guys decide that you're going to take up the security job, and that you are going to go see James.
Yes, I think the at least two people need to go have a discussion with James about refilling their bags.
All right. Who's going to see James?
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
Actually, Melissa, did you even use anything from your pack?
No, I did not.
Oh,
So it's just Ratnob
Um,
then.
Just rat now.
Yeah, I'm so good.
how much are our potions going for?
Potions are, if I remember correctly, they're like 50 gold. I'd have to
well, wait. I
confirm
thought
that.
the
Hold on.
guild gave us like a new one every time we
Well, they
ran
do,
ours.
but he was asking how much potions are in
Oh.
general.
Yeah, they 50G.
Alright, I think I'll buy one as well as get my top up.
All right, so you walk over to the window for the good old S&A, right? Supplies and armor, or whatever I called it. I don't remember all of a sudden. And you get to the window and you look inside. You kind of peek into the window area. You don't see anybody.
Are there potions within arm's reach?
No. You don't see anybody. You're not seeing James there, but you kind of hear something in the back.
James!
The rummaging that you were hearing stops, and all of a sudden you see James's head pop around the corner. Oh, I'm sorry. And he walks over. It's like, don't tell me, Ratnob, right?
Yep,
And
that's me.
he's like, yes. And he's like,
And then he does
what?
a little fist pump.
Yeah, he does, like Napoleon Dynamite. Yes. And he's like, what can I help you with?
I'm fresh out of potions. I was hoping you could help me out with that.
Sure thing. Go ahead and pop your bag and your tag up here for me. And he slaps the desk or the
Alright,
counter.
I'll present him my bag and tag.
Cool. He puts the little tag on the thing again. He looks it over. And, digs into your bag and rummages around and stuff like that. And he's like, all right, so, yep, you're down a potion. And was there anything else you needed?
Could I pick up a second potion as well?
Yeah, okay. And he's like, yep, I can definitely get that for you. 1 second. He turns around and he walks over to his shelf, opens it up, and he grabs a couple of potions, comes over and puts them in your bag. He's like, all right, there's the one potion for novice adventures, and then the other one that you requested, which will be 50 gold. Was there anything else?
No, that's everything for today, James.
All right, he hands you back the tag and holds his hands out for the money.
I put in 50 gold pieces, and I chuck him an extra silver.
He's like, appreciate that. And he kind of, he puts the gold, down below. He's got some sort of deal going on down there. And then he takes the silver and he kind of does a little flick in the air, then catches it in his pocket. And he's like, all right, Ratnob, you have a good day.
I'll try.
And with that, he turns around and he goes back around the corner he came from, and you start hearing him fiddling with stuff again.
All right, I'm ready to go, guys.
Nice. To the
Sweet.
shopping district. Away.
Yeah. As you guys take off out the door and you continue on your way, you'll heading back towards PW's, and you get to the shopping area, and you kind of eyeball the map, and you kind of eyeball the area, and you identify this little shop on the corner. And as you approach it, you notice that like the blinds are drawn and the sign says closed as you're walking up to it.
That's interesting.
That's weird.
Maybe we're too late. They're dead.
No
Well,
more
I
dead.
mean,
Corn,
we could
people
try
die
knocking.
every day. I'm gonna point to a random person on the street. You see that person? One day they'll be dead.
The person hears you
This
say
is
that, and they kind of like
exactly
side
what
eye
I'm
you
doing.
and walk away. Yeah, they're just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's right. One day you'll be dead. The sooner you accept it, the sooner you can move on with your life.
Oh my god, Nox, you can't just say that to people. That's so rude.
Are you sure about that? One day
It's
I'll be
super rude.
dead.
It's stop.
This is
But
not
it's
as
the
inspiring as you think it is.
Fucking Corn's gonna have an anxiety attack.
Oh my god, right? Like just gonna hit the floor with a heart attack.
I'm a tumor. I'm a tumor. I'm a tumor. I'm a tumor.
God.
Oh, I'm a tumor. I'm a
Gonna
tumor.
get so frustrated, just go up to the door and knock.
Bang,
Bang, bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, you just knock on the
Hey,
door,
where are you?
and as you knock, like uh, it's pretty busy. Like this is morning time. People are walking around, doing their shopping, grabbing their morning food and all that stuff. Shops are open, so like people are coming and going and whatnot. And hold on one second. Okay. Um, yeah. After you knock initially, you don't notice anything. But you do kind of hear just the faintest noise inside the shop. And then Corin, you kind of look around the market area, and you notice that this is not the only shop that is closed right now.
Oh. What is it, like Sunday and everybody's closed? What the hell is going on?
And then yeah, so as you notice that, um, you out of the corner of your eye, because you kind of looked away, you notice some slight movement, and you look back, and then the curtain like moved back in place, as if somebody had like peeked out it.
The fuck?
What's going on, Gorn?
Well, someone is inside, but they're not gonna come talk to us, apparently.
Is it time to break down the door?
I think we should probably not do that.
Why not?
Because
The guards already hate us enough.
the
in this
guards
town.
already really hate us.
But we're clear. We have uh. Why do I keep blanking on this goddamn word? We have a job request.
Oh, okay, I'm catching on. I'm like, were you looking for amnesty? Like,
Yeah. We have a job request. We're here to help. We can't help if people don't give us information. This is what got the father into trouble last time.
bro.
Ratnob's gonna bang on the door again.
Yeah, you bang on the door.
Caravan security.
And this time you hear a little more shuffling, and like the door slowly creaks open just a bit, and you hear someone say, yes, can I help you?
We're here for the caravan security job.
And as soon as you mention that, like the door swings open, and they're like, shh, keep your voices down, get in here,
Jesus Christ, man, what's wrong?
just get inside.
All right, come on, Melissa.
And
Yeah, I guess I'll walk in.
all right.
Time to start touching things.
It's time to start touching everything.
And you shuffle inside to this shop, and it's like a tailor's. That's what I wanted to say. It's like a
Oh.
tailor's shop, and the door closes behind you, and you turn around and you see a dwarf, and he's like, you guys got my job request.
Are you Theo?
Theo Hogwood?
Yes, I'm Theo.
Cool, we're ready to leave the
Yes.
city.
What's with all the secrecy, Theo?
Shh, they could be listening.
Oh,
And
could be listening.
he's like, not here, come with me. And he goes back to like his kind of like to like where the back room would be, and like he opens the curtains, and you can see light coming, because like it's dim in this area, but you can see like a brighter light coming from the back room.
Okay.
Oh, like that's his office that he's been holed up in. I assume Melissa's like climbing a shelf by now. I'm gonna go pick her ass up and carry her off to the back.
Okay. So as you all file into the back, there's about 5 or 6 other people there. And Theo's at the front of this group, of course, facing you as you walk in. And he's like, I'm really glad that you guys came.
Sure. Were we not the only ones who came?
They have people everywhere. So we have to be careful. And he you could tell he's definitely like nervous. And so are the other people that are in the room. And he's like as I'm sure you noticed, like my shop isn't the only shop that's closed today. It's sadly out of necessity.
Necessity? What necessity?
You're being threatened.
Oh boy.
Threatened by who?
And you can tell like he's like really hesitant to answer, but he eventually says, the Raven Trade Alliance. They're
Okay, good. I thought you were going to say the church.
We are done with the church.
he says that the Raven Trade Alliance they want to force us to be a part of their group, but we refuse, and they've kidnapped our loved ones.
What?
What?
They
Why?
they said if we open our stores, they'll kill them.
What the fuck?
Why
Mafia
are,
bullshit?
why are they muscling in on your territory?
Well, because they want a cut of the profits.
So we need to go kill people in the Ravens trade? Is that
Uh,
what I'm hearing? Is that what the security is?
No, please. We don't want bloodshed if it can be helped. We just want
It doesn't sound like it can be
our
helped,
family
Albert.
back.
So it's a rescue mission, not a security mission.
Yeah, I'm sorry I had to deceive you, but we couldn't let them know.
Hmm.
Merchants regularly hire adventurers for security missions anyways, so it wasn't that unusual of a request. But had we specified that we needed adventurers to help us save our families, they would have known something was up, and we fear that they would have killed them.
All right. How many people are we talking?
It's just 5.
You want us to rescue. You want one adventure party to rescue 5 hostages.
Well, yes.
Are we allowed to
I
talk to
like
anyone
counting.
about this?
There are 4 of us.
Well-
That is not one per person.
We know where they're being held.
Okay. Do you know how many guards are watching over them?
Unfortunately, we don't.
Is it here in the city?
No, they're being kept out on a ship on the Mirror.
That's more doable.
The ship is called Mary's Renown.
Mary's Renown.
How much are they asking for?
200.
Would it not just be easier and cheaper to give in to their demands?
But they charge us a ridiculous fee for being a part of their organization. We're just small business owners. We can't afford that.
What is it you sell?
Well, I sell clothes. And
And
damn good
wait,
ones too.
They don't have their own clothing store?
He's like a little bewildered by your question. And he's like, "Well, I assume that they do. They're the biggest trade alliance in the continent, but like I said, like they want us to pay fees to continue operating, and we can't afford those fees."
So, but wait, what's to say we do successfully save your family members? What then? They just get kidnapped again?
No, if we can rescue our family members, we can take our grievances before the court without
Can
fear
you
of
though,
retribution.
or is the crown in the pocket of the mafia?
The crown answers to no one.
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
He's definitely bewildered again by your questioning of like the crown's like authority and stuff like that. And he's like, I don't think I've ever met anyone as skeptical as you.
I'm gonna get right. I'm gonna get right in Theo's face. Listen here, Theo. We have seen some shit that shouldn't happen, but has happened. Are you sure the crown is not in the pocket of the mafia?
And he kind of like looks over his shoulder at everybody else, and they all kind of do the same motion of like shrugging and shaking their head. Like they're like, we're just merchants. We don't know. We don't know the ins and outs of
So
court politics.
you guys haven't been to the guards with this.
No, because if the Trade Alliance found out, they might kill our loved ones.
All right. Let's go over more details. How long has this? How long have they had your loved ones?
They've had them for about 3 days now.
Okay. You said 5 family members. What
Ooh.
details? Who?
Um,
Like, is it 5 daughters, 5 sons, mix, family members, grandmothers, daughters, things?
It's 2 boys, 1 woman, and 2 girls.
Okay.
Approximate ages. How do we know it's them?
Um, I and he looks around and he's like talks amongst everybody real quick, and he turns back and he gives you all general descriptions of them. You know, hold on.
Or wait, better. Is there something we can do to like show them that
We're here to save them.
we're here to save them and they know like this is the thing that's going down. That we're here to rescue them and that they're the right people.
Okay, what's the safe word?
What's the safe word?
He's like, "Oh, yes, actually." And he like turns back around to the group and they kind of huddle up for a second and like you see them like they're like emptying their pockets and stuff like that and putting stuff into like the middle of their group. And then they turn around and they give you like 5 objects. One to like represent like each person. And like they hand them to you and they're like they'll recognize these items. If you just show them to them, they'll know that you are not there to harm them.
Okay.
Cool. Do they know how to swim?
And he looks around to confer with the group of the those whose family members have been kidnapped, and he's like all but the youngest are able to swim.
Okay.
All but
Note
the
to
youngest.
self: do not toss youngest into ocean.
Well, wait, who's the youngest?
It's a little boy with really really dark black hair.
So one of the boys.
Yes.
Okay.
Good to know. We might just set the ship on fire, just for warning.
You see all of their eyes get really big, and they're like,
We've
"Oh,
had a
please,
bad
please don't
day.
set the ship on fire.
Nope. We've
Our
had a
families might burn with
we're
them."
gonna
Families will
get
be
them
fine.
off, and we're gonna set the ship on fire. Then no more problems.
Oh, and
We've had a bad day.
he
No question.
relaxes a little bit, and he's like, "Oh." He's like, "I thought you meant with them on it.
Why would I ask
Oh.
if they can swim?
You think your day's been bad? Our family's been kidnapped for 4 days or 3 days now."
And we had a friend murdered by the church. So
Their jaws just kind of drop in unison.
I think we won that one.
yeah, we
Yep.
definitely check win. Okay. Can't not swim. I guess by extension, do our characters know how to swim? I would think so.
I mean, I guess that would be a personal choice.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Nox can swim.
And now I'm mad that they can't turn into a creature that can swim. If only I was level 4.
Oof.
I think
I
level 4.
feel like my character would swim just based on her backstory being just out in the wild half the time.
Right? I'm thinking that for Corin too, because
My character can't swim.
Wait, Diesel, did you say your character can't swim?
I can't swim. It was a 50-50 chance. I failed.
Oh, you just flipped a coin.
Oh.
I like this.
I want to say my character, like, I'm a ranger, but I grew up like in mountains and landlocked things.
wouldn't go swimming in like a
then
lake
you
or a
wouldn't,
river.
yeah.
Maybe.
Elves
mean,
can do fucking everything.
If you're not sure, you can always leave it up to fate.
Okay,
Just,
here we
Yeah.
go.
just like Diesel.
It served me well.
This is gonna go badly if we have two people who can't swim.
Wait, I didn't decide.
Yeah. You...
All right, so let's see. High, I can swim. Low, I can't swim. We'll do this again. Nope. Fuck that.
Okay.
Oh, so we really do have two people who can't swim. Amazing.
I've been around water, but I've never really needed to go into water.
Can't elves just walk on water?
Can I walk on water? That's what I was thinking. Wait, wait, Corin, magic. Magic can help me swim.
No.
Magic can help me swim. Why can't
No,
magic help me swim?
let's-
No, Corin, you've got to know something.
Hold on, let me look in my spell inventory.
Because magic can solve everything, Corin.
I can
Um,
increase your
The
movement
group just
speed.
hears you all like just
Just-
talking about like if you can swim or not, and like they're like you start hearing them mumbling amongst themselves about like, are we sure this is the best group for the job?
idea.
Like, some of them can't even swim.
Also, this doesn't even take us out the sea.
It kind of does.
Not far enough.
Not far enough.
Far enough.
Well, I mean, Velgai's Mirror is a very big lake.
Yeah, it's like that big ass lake that's up north, right?
South.
Is it north or south?
It's south. See, map time.
Map time.
Map time.
Nap time.
Fuck yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you guys are here, which technically the city like is next to it's like right on the lake, but it's like a big city, so like
Big huge landscape.
yeah.
I don't think I can help you, Nox, with the swimming problem.
Hmm. Oh well. I guess we'll find out how to swim. Right
So,
now.
we need to go find like
I
some
mean,
water
how hard can it
creatures.
be?
Exactly. Just kind
So
of throw yourself
floaty.
into the water and then kind of like flail around for a bit.
I'm just
It'll be
gonna look
fine.
at Melissa and be like, oh no.
You just what, like kick your legs?
Yeah. Punch the water. Make the water your bitch.
That's exactly how that works, guys.
So,
Okay.
So will you accept it? Will you take the job?
Sounds like it.
Yeah, we'll go save your family.
They all like are super happy, and they're like, okay, just here, we're gonna have you we're gonna have you go out the back just in case the front's still being watched. And he leads you to the back door. He's like, when you have everyone safe, just bring them back here and knock 5 times on the back door.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
No,
Well,
thank you.
Cuddle on outside.
And then like as soon as you all get outside, you hear like 6 locks just
Time of day, DM?
it's still early, still morning.
Okay.
So let's see. Given in the day, I'd say it's like 10.
Okay.
Okay, team. The real question is, do we go back to the guild and let them know what the real scope of the problem is?
Sure, let's clue Holly in on things.
Because I feel like going to tangle with the Raven Alliance is a bad idea.
Yep, let's piss off all the power structures in the city.
Let's tear down this democracy. I'm okay with this plan.
I mean, listen, Corin's pissed enough about what went down with goals that like is minorly contemplating absolute anarchy.
First the church, now the Ravens Guild, next the crown. We got this.
Murder them all.
Set everyone free.
Okay, so you're gonna head back to the guild then.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're gonna go stop in with Holly and be like, so this is what the quest really is.
Yeah. So you guys, you head out, and make your way back to the Adventurers Guild, and you walk in and you see Holly sitting there, with a couple of other adventurers, eating some food.
Hi, Holly.
Oh, hi, Nox.
We need to talk
Okay. Do we need here or in the office?
in the office.
Okay.
She must be dreading hearing that
Oh
phrase.
my gosh. You could not
she's
be
like-
happy to see us.
She's like,
before
okay.
I answer that, I'm gonna glance around at the other people, and then say in the office.
Oh, to be like secret intimidating kind of
No,
Uh,
I'm
sh-
just I just don't trust people.
fair.
That's just a nature thing.
She
Squint at them.
yeah, she looks at, the couple people she's sitting with, and she's like, oh, I'll be back later, just wash my food or whatever, and she starts headed up the stairs, leading you guys up to her office inside, and she takes a seat and she's like, so what's going on?
Corn.
Oh, so we took the Theo Hogwood caravan security
Uh-huh.
mission. How bad of an idea is it to go toe to toe with the Raven Alliance?
For the record, we're going toe to toe with the Raven Alliance.
She is definitely like, I'm not thrilled about that idea. Why would you be doing that?
Well, apparently they've kidnapped some non-member merchant family members to force them into the alliance.
She lets out a big old sigh. Um
Corin just nods sagely.
okay. Where are they being kept? Do you know?
On a boat on the Mirror called
Okay.
Mary's Renown.
Okay.
They intend, once we rescue the family members, to go to the authorities about the
But-
issue, which we're concerned about that.
And why would that be?
Because the crown may be in the mafia's pocket.
I could understand that concern, but to be openly accused of such a thing in court, and then to have the crown dismiss it completely, would not reflect well to the
Okay, so
general
if we go
mass.
rescue these people, these poor innocent people, then some justice can still be served.
Yes, I believe so. What's the plan?
Burn the ship.
So far, the plan is to go get the people off the ship. We've confirmed that all of them can swim except for one. And then I look at Nox and Ratnab and go, there's a minor problem that two party members cannot swim.
That's
Shame on you guys.
fine.
And then we're
We're-
going to burn the ship down because this is stupid.
Everything's fine, Corn.
Wait, burn the ship down.
Do you want the ship to be left alive for more smuggling?
Well, more smuggling.
Yeah.
Or
so
human like people capture.
yeah. So like, sure, we'll save these people, but what's to say they just won't do this again with the same ship?
I
We
mean,
need
what's to
we
say
need
they won't
destroy
do
the
it
ship.
again with a different ship?
That's true, but it'll take them longer because they'll need to get a new ship first.
I mean, the Raven
Then we can always
Alliance has
burn
a
that
lot
one.
of ships.
Then we'll just burn down every ship.
that might not be a good idea because we do need the goods that come from those ships.
They should have thought this through before kidnapping people.
They should have, Holly.
You want to put a number on how many ships we can burn down?
And she definitely finds that question amusing. And she laughs a little bit, and she's like, listen, if it can be helped, do what you can to not burn it down.
Okay.
But if it happens, who's to say why, right?
Nice. Holly, you've just given us permission to burn a ship. Thank you.
Thank you.
I did no such thing.
Holly said we can burn a ship if necessary. That's giving us permission to burn a ship.
Just try not to be caught.
Nice. Secret stealth mission to burn a ship. I
Oh
knew
boy.
I liked you, Holly.
Well, I mean, I'm kind of also doing this for me. Because if you guys get caught and the Trade Alliance gets wind of that and it comes back to the guild again, in this particular instance, so long as you're able to get the children and the family away to safety, and the merchants can get their case before the court, then it might not be a problem. But if you can't and they find out, that's when we may have trouble.
It's okay. We'll just be a suicide squad.
But leave no witnesses.
Leave no witnesses.
Oh, yes.
Holly, would there be a way for you to start the the justice
Appeal.
appeal without alerting the Trade Alliance? That was their big concern on why they gave us a fake missive for a caravan detail.
It's not something that I can say I'm familiar with, but I can ask around. I don't know a lot about the courts, but I'm sure something could be done.
We just want to have the ducks in the row for the merchants when we get their families. I don't want another situation where, they catch on that we've rescued the captives and then the situation gets worse.
Well, I would imagine that the merchants have been preparing for this since this whole ordeal started, so I'm sure they're ready. But I'll tell you what, I will contact them discreetly and help coordinate things if I need to.
Thank you,
Nice.
Holly. That makes us feel a lot better.
Was there anything else I could help you with, or did you need more information? Or
Do you know how the security for the Ravens Guild works? Or no, sorry.
Raven Straight Alliance?
Yeah.
well, most of I mean, I'm only familiar with the Raven Guard that you see around, and they normally stick to just the major areas where the guild operates, the marketplaces, sometimes on the docks. I mean, they're a very wealthy organization. I have heard rumors that sometimes they'll hire mercenary groups to help, but it really really just depends.
One final thing. You know of any discreet boat hire places?
She stops and she thinks for a minute. No, I can't say that I do, honestly. The guild doesn't have any doesn't have like any captains or anything like that on retainer.
And no preferred boat business.
Well, we don't really deal with anything along those lines. Our supplies come from local merchant shops in the area. And beyond that, like we don't sell or do any sort of things with trade goods. So
Okay, well, I guess we'll have to go down to the dock and figure out how to charter a secret boat.
Oh boy, back to the docks.
I'll look at the rest of the group, unless any of us know somebody. Maybe?
Nope.
And just pat Melissa on the head.
Oh, I don't
Like
know
absentmindedly,
anybody,
like
man.
petting her. Okay, well, do we need anything else? We got to figure out how to get a boat to get to the big boat so we can get the people off the boat.
What time are we doing this, guys?
Probably nighttime. Yeah?
That sounds about good.
Under the cover of dark. Doesn't that sound like a good idea?
Yeah.
okay. So if your plan is to move into the cover of darkness, what's your plan for the day?
Investigation.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, we probably need to go
Find
figure out
out.
how to get a boat.
and where this boat is actually sitting.
Okay.
Maybe find a pirate hat.
Yeah. So Holly's like, all right, I'll leave you all to it. Good luck.
Thank you, Holly.
You all file out of Holly's office, down into the main guild hall area.
All right. To the docks, guys.
To the docks.
Okay, you guys head out the guild and head south towards the merchant gate. You make it to the docks, and it's just as busy as last time.
Do we recognize anyone?
Or does Ratnob recognize anyone?
Oh no!
Any
That's right.
particular potential future
Billy.
nemesis?
Look, that wasn't really Ratnob. That was Gulls being a dick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It was kind of both, really.
Yep.
Oh my god, you guys got that poor man fired. He didn't do shit.
It was actually kind of nice.
Yeah, so you all kind of like, you get down there, you get through the gate, and you're on the docks, you're looking around. Cora, Melissa, and Nox, you guys don't really recognize anybody. Ratnob, you do hear a familiar voice shouting in the distance. And that voice belongs to Mr. Tibbins.
Oh,
Oh no, is he gonna see him? He's so mad.
does he notice me?
No, he's like, you don't see him, you just hear him yelling.
Okay, cool.
Oh, just like shouting orders.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm definitely not going to go in that direction. I'll be right there.
Yeah, so you guys are here on the docks and you're looking to find someone to pilot you out there or something.
Yeah. Do we see any kind of rental places?
Yeah, you know, down the ways you can rent a paddle boat, like a foot paddle boat.
Oh, like the swan ones.
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking like a rowboat. Think we should get a rowboat, guys.
No, there isn't really a place. I mean, like you could maybe try talking to like the ship captains in the area to see if you could charter their boat. Um, there's obviously like there's big boats, you know, that are like the cargo ships and stuff. There's you know the passenger boats, kind of like what you came in on when you came back from Herwald. Um, there's fishing boats that are coming back with their morning haul. There's all sorts of like ships and stuff like that, but there's not like a particular one place you could go to be like, I want to rent a boat.
As I look
I
out on the water, do I see uh, the Mary's Renown?
You see a number of ships, some of them closer, some of them further away, that are just anchored.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's like a huge lake, right? So presumably it's, got lots of water traffic.
Yeah.
Because it also, this lake like connects up with the major river systems, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it
This is how we
leads
got
to
here,
the
right?
yes, and it's
Okay.
how and it leads to the country to the east.
Right.
Right, right. I remember asking you, like, is there ocean over there? Or is it a place? You said it's a place.
Yeah, and ocean, but yeah,
Well, right,
both,
further.
both.
I suggest checking out fishing boats.
Okay.
They're probably small and discreet enough.
More discreet
Or
from a
they
paddle
have
boat.
a dinghy for us to borrow.
Paddle boat just seems like a lot of work. With the 4 of us plus 5 other people.
Yeah, but we need to be, like, stealthy.
Mm.
Exactly. Fishing boats are supposed to be out there.
Okay.
I see a random ass paddle boat. I'm probably more interested in that than a random fishing vessel.
Wait, I have a stupid question for probably the DM.
Mhm.
Would we know? So, like, okay, the problem that we're facing is that there's like merchants who are not part of the Ravens Trade Alliance. So, but would we as characters in this world know, like, if everybody who's contracted with the alliance, like, would have like some thing that lets us know that, like, they always have like the emblem with them, or
Um,
are there some that are like
I
more
get I,
just
I get
triggered
what
by
you're
it?
asking.
Because
Realistically, I would like to say that it's mixed, but for this sake, I'll say that like yeah, like if there's ships that are like there are ships that are like 100% you have no shadow of a doubt that they operate with the Raven Trade Alliance. They have their pendant flying on their ships. There are other ships though that may be contracted out to the Raven Trade Alliance, so not a part of their organization. That like if you could find out if they were a part of like or like we're currently working for that group. I don't know if that makes sense.
yeah, no, that makes sense because that's my concern. So anyway, Corin will look at Ratnap and go, how do we know that they're not already working with the alliance? We want to make sure that we don't get somebody who has an investment in the Ravens. Otherwise, they'll be mad at what we're doing. Or at least we could put them in danger unnecessarily.
But unnecessary danger is fun.
Mm, Man, if only we had a friend like fucking Arle in the Thieves Guild in the other world.
Hey, Melissa, roll a perception check, please. Okay. While you guys are discussing and trying to sort this out, Melissa, you notice out of the corner of your eye just the faintest shimmer, little thing sitting there, bobbing down along the dock. It's a little ways off. It's kind of hard to see, and from what you can tell, no one else is really noticing it.
I guess I'll go towards it.
Ooh, shiny.
So Melissa starts heading towards this thing that has caught her eye.
Do we notice that she's wandering off?
Yes. You all notice that she has started heading, we'll say, west along the docks.
Oh, hell. What's she gotten into now? Totter on after her.
I'll follow along.
Right now, are you following as well?
Maybe Diesel accidentally muted himself.
Yes. Yeah, I follow.
Okay. Yeah, you all follow, behind Melissa, who just, for you guys, it's like she just like turned and like started walking, and you're just like, what the fuck?
Maybe not
Better make
that
sure
surprised.
better make sure she's not going to get in any trouble or anything like that. Melissa, as you walk along, like, it's, this is a very busy dock, so like people are coming and going and walking, and like your line of sight with like what you had saw gets cut off from time to time, but like, like each time a person passes and breaks your line of sight, it's still there, and you're just continuing to walk along the docks. You actually end up getting to the end of the docks, and it's almost as if like, I'm trying to think how to describe this. Like, you ever like drive on like a hot road, and you get like the mirage effect, the like
Oh,
that
yeah.
little shimmer,
Yeah.
right? And like, even though you're moving forward, you're like, oh, I should have reached it by now. Well, no, obviously not, because like it keeps, you know, the yeah, it's moving, but it's not. And that's kind of like how this is working. But like you know that it's not like that you're not seeing things. And yeah, you get to the end of the dock, and you notice that it's still a little ways down the shoreline, if you will.
But how am I gonna reach it now?
do we like catch up to her?
I mean, you guys didn't like fall behind.
Oh,
You
okay.
you were like a couple steps behind her or whatever. Like you noticed when she walked off pretty quickly.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So I guess yeah. If she like pauses for a second, I'll be like, wait, what's going on?
What you find, girl?
She a dog? What the fuck?
Yeah. Is Timmy stuck in the well again?
So it's just like a set distance.
Yeah, presently.
So now essentially it's above the water.
Uh, not really. Because like you're at the edge of the docks, and this part of the like dock area isn't like above the water, right? It's still like land underneath. Because like you have like the docks that extend out into the water, but there's also the dock area where like there's the warehouses and all of that stuff.
I guess I'll just follow it till I can't reach it anymore.
All right. So Melissa then like she's completely oblivious to your questioning and just jumps down from the dock onto like the ground, like grassish area, dirt and whatever, and like just keeps following the coast of the lake at this point. Like there's pretty tall grass and weeds and reeds and stuff like that, kind of like going through. But you guys start getting the sense that like she's not like wandering, but that she may be going somewhere.
That's unusual for her.
And then this happens for like I don't know. You guys follow her along this coast for like 15 minutes or so, and then Melissa, like you finally break through a tall grassy reeded area onto like a beach, but it's like pebbled. You know what I mean? I don't know if you guys have been to
Oh,
like
like a rocky beach.
yeah
Yeah.
yeah
Worst
Um,
kind of
That's all
beach.
we have here.
yeah. And Melissa, you notice that the like shiny thing you had seen is uh, closer now, uh, and it's just on the other side of like this beach is clearing.
Can I touch it?
You walk over to it, um, and you like reach your hand out, and like, are you like just like trying to touch it, like poke it, or like are you like swatting at it, or like what are you doing
I'm just
exactly?
gonna poke it.
Okay,
Like, touch it.
yeah, you reach out to like go and like touch it, and right as you go to poke it, you get sense of like like familiar feeling, right? But it like dissipates, and that familiar feeling is that of the Fae, right? Uh, and then as soon as it dissipates, you notice just beyond this clearing, where the reed begins again, that there's something wooden tucked away.
Did we see this go down, or was it just like her reaching into like empty air?
You saw her reaching into empty air.
What the hell?
Magic.
I
Magic solves
examined this.
everything.
I examined this new wooden thing that's nearby.
Uh, so you kind of like push the brush to the side, and um, like there's like some seaweed and stuff on it, but you realize it's a boat.
Oh fuck.
Magic solves
I
everything,
frowned
Corn.
slightly because it's not a pirate hat.
Oh.
You climb inside this boat, and there's a little sack, and you open it up, and lo and behold, there's a pirate hat.
Perfect.
Aw, that's cute.
Yeah, you guys notice that Corin, like, or sorry, that Melissa, um, you know, goes like, you can still see her; she's still visible, but she like takes like a slight step inside of this reed on the other side of this clearing, and climb into something.
I think she's found something, guys.
I guess we'll run over and part the foliage to find her.
Yeah, and when you do that, you realize that what she climbed into was a boat.
Magic.
Oh fuck, this is perfect.
I mean, is it? How big is the boat?
It's a smaller sized fishing boat.
Okay.
Wait, but how did this get here? And then
Magic.
Melissa will be like, how do you know this was here?
Magic.
I'm too busy trying on the pirate hat.
Well, gosh, that's cute.
Magic solves everything, Corn. I always knew it did.
That's not quite how it works, but okay.
I mean, do you have a better explanation?
Uh, with Melissa, no, there's no explanation.
So magic works.
I don't know if it's magic or if it's just.
I mean, it's witchcraft. Witchcraft is magic.
I'll go get in the boat with Melissa and be like, how are you supposed to captain our boat if you can't give us orders by talking to us?
I am still too busy fidgeting with my pirate hat.
Do I see any oars around or any way to maneuver said boat?
You kind of look around.
Wait. Yeah, like when you do say it's like a fishing boat, like is it like a with a mast and a sail kind of fishing boat? Or is it like a
Any boat's a fishing boat if you fish
paddle
from it.
boat, right? Or I was thinking like, I don't know, like a common fishing boat, at least here in the States, is like pretty small, but it's got like the motor on the back.
No, no,
Right, I
obviously no
wouldn't expect a
motor.
motor. They're like
It doesn't have a mast and there's no oars, but like the back side of the thing, it's like one of the like kind of the gondolas have them.
With like the
They're like
It's
the little
pushed with sticks.
Oh,
no,
the
not
sticks?
quite. It's like a paddle that's attached to the back of the boat, and like
to act as its rudder.
yeah, and like so like when you move it back and forth, it pushes the boat
The boat
forward.
Okay.
Wait, what?
I know what you're talking about.
They're a boat. They exist. I promise.
You'll have to. Maybe you should Google a picture real quick because I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I
Hold on.
think I know what you're talking about, but
I don't really know boats.
I know.
I don't
The
know
one
boats
picture
great
that
either.
comes to mind, Justin, for me is from Paper Mario.
PMOK?
Yeah.
With the blooper?
With the boat song.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
But that was like a gondola.
I mean,
Where
is
you
it
push it with like a
technically a
stick.
gondola? Yeah. If I can
Isn't that how
do
gondolas work?
this
You push them with sticks?
yeah.
Because the canals are really not very deep.
I mean, at the moment they're getting deeper.
Well, because the sea
True.
level's rising. Because
Because there's no such thing as climate
You
change.
can't say you
God
can't
damn
say
it.
that.
I don't know
Republicans are
what.
afraid.
I don't know where they're at.
like one of these kind of boats.
Did you post it somewhere?
In D&D.
Yeah, kind of.
Because you've got like, well, like, because what Toad is using is a stick to kind of
oh, it's like a
meander the boat.
paddle.
Yeah, but like this one is like it's more like this boat type is like it has like a long rudder off the back, and then like at the bottom of the rudder, it's kind of like finned out and away from the boat. So when you move it back and forth, it's think of like a fish swimming through water, but it pushes the boat across the top of the surface.
Oh, I've
Instead.
never seen anything like that before.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I forget what country they're from. I'm trying to find them right now. I just don't remember what the boat's called, so it's kind of a hard thing to Google for.
Yeah.
But
Anyway, we find
it's a
something
boat.
that works in that manner.
Right.
We'll work out how to propel it later.
Yeah.
Does it appear to be big enough to hold our party plus 5 or so. And then Tim died.
Yes. Sorry. Yeah, like you look out and like you inspect over the boat and you're like doing some mad quick maths in your head and you're like, this should be big enough.
Quick maths.
So now we just got to find out which boat we need to go to.
Yep.
I mean, they all have. Most boats have their names written on the sides, right?
Yeah, that's what I was
So-
looking for, but I think I didn't have a
If
clear
only
view of
we had a spyglass.
anything.
Melissa, check your bag.
Do I have a? I don't think I have a spyglass.
No, you
The bag that you
bag
got your
with the
captain's
pirate
hat out of?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, is there? Was there just a captain's hat in there?
Yes.
Boo.
Oh well. Maybe we could find a lighthouse nearby and we can borrow their binoculars.
Lighthouse. I don't know if there would be one in this area, to be honest.
I mean, can we just go to? What am I thinking? Fuck. Like a general place where they would keep record of all the ships coming in and out for the day.
I mean, that sounds like the dock master would have that info. But
It's like we get to talk to Mr. Tibbets again.
Mr. Chippins wasn't the dockmaster though, right?
correct.
No, he was just like a major merchant or some shit like that,
Yeah,
right?
he just
Oh.
manages that warehouse.
Oh, I thought he was the dockmaster.
We never got to meet the dock master.
True. We never met Mr. Tibbets either.
True.
Technically.
I mean, I guess that's true because I did like just sneak around the warehouse as a rat, so I've seen him.
I don't think he's going to recognize you though.
But he will recognize you.
True.
Yes, he will. Trying to start a union.
You what?
Yeah, when he sent me and girls away, I tried to get the other dock workers to unionize.
Oh no.
Yep, that's exactly what happened.
So we just sow chaos wherever we go.
Exactly. Chaos
Not
is
to-
the right natural state of the world.
Not only that, you guys blamed Billy for
Billy.
starting it. You're like,
Yeah.
yeah, he's the one who told us, he's the one rallying us. So
God,
poor guy.
poor guy. It was so funny though. Okay, so we've got a pirate's hat and a spyglass.
No spyglass.
No spyglass.
No
Damn.
spyglass. I'm gonna go find the dock master. A dock master.
Okay.
And question how many ships have been out for the day.
Okay. Is everyone else staying on the beach?
I don't see why we would. I don't think the boat's going anywhere.
Oh, fair. I don't think the boat's going anywhere either. But Ratnow probably doesn't want to be around the dock much, huh?
It's fine. I'll just stick towards the shadows.
Duck and cover.
Inconspicuous.
Okay. So yeah, you'll make your way back through the brush and the reeds. And you get back to the docks and you climb up onto like the stoned area and you begin looking around for the dock master Knox, you went to the dockmaster's office before, right?
I don't
When you
actually.
guys came here the first time.
No, I think only Ghouls and Ratnop went to the Dockmaster's office.
That definitely could have been. Okay. Um, so how exactly are you going about trying to find this dude?
Going to the big buildings first.
To the big buildings first?
Yeah, any kind of building, I'll just kind of pop my head in and ask.
Do you think that there would be like a sign that says like, you know, Dockmaster or like import export office or some shit like that?
Yeah, you would think.
Because
Yeah,
don't all
so
ships have to like come in and say like, "Hey, I just got here. I'm on this dock. We're gonna be unloading for this long, and then we're gonna leave."
yeah,
And the dockmaster can keep track of like what docks are being used and whatnot.
yeah. You're not wrong. Um, you walk around for a little bit, right?
hmm
And you do come across the what appears to be the kind of like the central hub, if you will, of the docks. You know, people are
Okay.
coming and going, but like they're not carrying goods. Looks like a bunch of people who are like more well dressed are coming in and stuff like that.
Mm, Okay.
And you're pretty sure this is the place you want to be. Bless
Bless you.
you. 2 times.
Julie says thank you. Um. All right. Now that I'm where I think I need to be, I'm going to start looking for the most important person here.
Are you like going inside?
Yeah. Why not?
Oh, oh,
Unless I'm barred from going inside, I'm going to go in.
no, okay. I just didn't know what you meant by that. Like you could
Oh,
have been outside looking for important people, inside looking for important people, on top
sir.
looking for important people. I don't know
George
what you're
just
trying to do.
climbed to the top of the building.
Yeah,
I mean, I
I don't
could.
Let
know.
me in.
I could do that. Just kind of climb up and perch there like Batman. I'm Batman. I'm looking for someone.
Okay, so you step inside. Is everyone else gonna go with him?
And I'll wait outside.
So Melissa then.
What you gonna do, Corn?
Oh, Melissa's waiting outside.
Yep.
Melissa and Ratnub are outside.
Okay, I guess I'll go inside with you then.
All right. So you two step inside, and it's almost like a weird organized chaos inside.
Nice.
Uh, like at first glance, like you're like, what the fuck are all these people doing? Like they're talking and shouting, papers are being handed around, and all sorts of crazy shit. Um, but like the longer you pay attention, you notice like you get the feeling this is a well-oiled machine. Everyone knows exactly what they're supposed to be doing, and they're doing
Okay.
it right. And then at the end of the like, so like you walk in, and it's kind of like a long like rectangle, right, of a building,
hmm
and you walk in on one end of it, uh, and you look down to the other end, and you can see like a set of stairs that goes up to a second floor. Um, and like as you're observing all this stuff, people keep coming in and out, right, coming and going. Um, and like you kind of are just observing, and it doesn't you can't necessarily see anyone who looks like the most important, but like there are a couple people who seem important in this
Okay.
area. um but
Do I
there's
see
not
anyone
like,
with clipboard?
oh yeah, lots of people have clipboards.
Okay. I'll go up to the nearest clipboarded person.
Okay.
Hey,
Hi.
uh, do you know how many ships have gone out today?
How many ships have gone out today?
Yeah.
Like, they've come in, dropped off their stuff, and left. Come, like, is that what, like? Can you elaborate?
Yeah, like that.
And he's like not looking at you at all, by the way,
Okay,
because he's
that's
like
fine.
writing shit down and like handing papers off and like signing things, stamping shit, stapling stuff.
I kind of,
Staplers probably don't exist, but you get my
I,
point.
yeah, I want to make sure that I'm on his periphery. I want to make sure that if he ever turns, I want to turn with
Okay. Um.
Just omnipresent.
him. Yeah,
And so yeah, so you're looking for any ships that have come and gone today. How
yeah.
many?
How many?
I mean, just since this morning, it's probably been about 5 or 6.
Cool, thank you. And I'll walk away before he even has a chance to turn and look at me.
He doesn't even bother.
Cool. Find another person kind of a good distance away from him.
Okay.
Hey, excuse me.
Yeah. Hello.
Is this
What can I help? Yeah.
the same deal? He's too busy to actually look at me as I'm talking to him.
She like briefly glances up, but like is more or less uninterested.
Okay. Um.
She's like, "You got your paperwork?
No, but do you know what ships have gone out today? Like, which names of ships have gone out today?
What ships have gone out today?"
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm trying to do like a fucking like
A
Jersey
Brooklyn
I like it.
accent.
No, it's
work. I
good.
don't know. Uh,
Just
Oh, I
keep
get, yeah,
going.
no,
and
it's,
she's
yeah,
like,
it's
she's like sitting there chewing gum or something. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, I know what accent you're doing. It's like the regular uh, like the
Oh, honey.
Yeah,
yeah, the
classic like
secretary one.
secretary. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And she's like, do I know what ship's gone out today? And she's
Yeah.
doing her thing, and she's like, I mean, sure, I guess. What do you need that for?
Just trying to make sure ships have gone out properly.
Uh, and she's like, hey Jimmy, make sure you could put that number 5 on the number 6. And she goes back to work. And of course, like, you don't know what the fuck that meant. And she's like, she's just stamping and like scribbling things, and someone walks up and like kind of like, they don't push you, but they kind of like bump into you, and they hand her papers, and she doesn't even look at them. She just takes the
Yeah.
papers and like scribbles on them and hands them back, and they walk off. And she's like, yeah, I got that list. What's in it for me?
I don't know yet. Depends on what's on the list.
He's like, you drive a hot bargain. And she like slides the paper over to you.
I want to look over the paper. What's on it?
Um, it's like a list of like, like the 6 ships that are on it, but the one you're looking for is not listed there.
Okay, cool. I'll hand her back the paper along with 2 gold pieces.
And she like takes the paper that you slid back, and she takes the 2 gold pieces, and like you don't even see it. It's almost like it was sleight of hand of her like picking up the paper and the gold pieces, and then like you see her hand opened, but like the gold pieces aren't there. And
Nice.
you're like, what the fuck? And like um she's like scribbles on a piece of paper, and then like stamps it and hands it to you.
Oh, thank you. What did she scribble on the paper that she handed to me?
Nothing. Literally, it's just like gobblegoo.
What's the stamp for? What's the
It's
stamp
just
look like?
it's just like the like the city seal,
Okay,
or like the dockmaster seal or whatever.
gotcha. All right. Thanks for your time.
Yeah, sure thing, sweetie. Fucking keeps keeps going back to work.
Oh, Corin, have you been following me the entire time, or did I lose
No, I probably stopped at the doorway and saw like the just absolute
you? Absolute chaos.
insanity that's happening in here, and I'm just stunned.
Okay. Um.
Like just like mouth slightly open, like just watching these people, just watching them. Being like,
I'm gonna
what
go
the
find
fuck is happening?
a third person with the clipboard.
Okay. And yeah, you walk up to him, and they kind of see you coming. They don't move their head, but they kind of like lift their eyes and then like back down again. To like
Okay.
to like papers.
Hand him the paper.
And he like looks at it and he's like, "What the fuck is this?"
I don't know. Someone gave it to me.
He's like, "God damn it!" And he's
What?
like, I don't get paid enough for this, and he stamps it and hands it back to you.
Cool. Thanks. Do you know when any of the next ships are scheduled to go out? Like what time?
Uh, Times, I mean, whenever they're unloaded.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
Um, okay. He's like super confused as like the like little amount of questions you were just asking.
And I walk away. I'll go find Corin. I'm assuming. Oh, I go back to the door to Corin. Corin, come on, we're leaving.
What did we? What was? Why
Corin,
are
we're
we here?
leaving.
What is this?
Corin, don't worry about it. We're leaving.
Okay.
All right, so you decide to leave, and just to verify, obviously, I have a feeling I know what you were looking for, right?
Okay. Yeah.
I didn't deliberately. I mean, I deliberately left the information that you were looking for out because
Yeah.
of reasons. Uh, trying to think of how to explain this because I wanted to make sense that I'm not just like not giving you the information.
That's fair. And honestly, I was going to see if I can piecemeal information together off of different people. I didn't want to ask
Right,
one person all of my questions.
right,
Um,
Otherwise, they might catch on to what the fuck we're doing.
yeah.
right.
And it being crazy and chaotic inside, I'm okay with that because then I can just try and slip in and out as easy or more easily. Um, I'll probably have
Yeah,
to
no, that
return.
makes sense.
I'll have to return later because I didn't get all of the information, but I've got some information that I can take back to the group.
Okay.
So back
Perhaps
outside
when
with the group. Yay, nay.
Yeah, yeah. You had it
Okay.
outside.
So I didn't get too much information yet, guys, but the most that I've got, there have been 6 ships that have gone out so far. None of them have been the ship we're looking for. None of the dock workers in there seem to really pay too much attention, as long as you're just kind of quick. I did get this handy little piece of paper from one of the dock workers, though. They just kind of stamp it and hand it back to you, and they don't really question what you're questioning about.
wait, but what's the
Interesting.
paper for?
I don't know. It doesn't have anything of importance on it. See?
It can do.
Uh, why? Wait, hold up, Knox.
Mhm.
Why did we go in there?
I mean, I was just looking for information.
What
Why
kind
did
of
you go in there?
information? I,
See if I
cause
could find
I,
the ship.
it's out in the middle of the lake. They told us that it hasn't been to dock, right?
Did they actually tell us that?
Is that a question?
Uh, I wrote down Mary's renown out on the mirror.
I mean, I wrote that down too, but I just assumed that it would come back to dock every now and then.
Oh, I didn't think that. My expectation was that it's just sitting
Just
out in
stationary
the
out there.
middle of the ocean to keep them captive, or not ocean, out in the middle of the lake
I mean,
to
I guess
keep
that's
them
a fair
captive.
assumption.
Because
Yeah, I guess
theoretically, if they came back to dock, then
Well, 'cause I mean, I guess my assumption was that it is part of the trades guild, so it would still have to keep up its cover of actually doing some kind of work. So I would think that it would
Oh,
come in every now and then to offload or pick up stuff and then go back out.
I guess I was thinking under like Skyrim rules where they're like, oh yeah, go find that boat, and it's just out in the middle of the lake, just not moving,
Just
not
chilling.
doing anything, and I'm like, cool,
Job
sneak on
done.
in and
Found.
and kill everybody.
But yeah, so that's as much as information I found so far. Anyone got any plans going forward?
I mean, well, we could take a little stroll and see if it is here on the docks, but my expectation is that it's still out on the water.
Okay.
Maybe we could turn that piece of paper into an information request note.
Sure. I'll hand that to you to deal
Here you go, Ratnub. You do
with.
that. Hi, Latte. Come here, baby. Oh, stuff on my keyboard. Come here.
What was I gonna say? Hold on.
Close.
I'm assuming Ratnob, you want to use your forgery kit.
Yeah. So just a note about all information pertaining to the ship we're looking for. What was it called again?
Mary's Renown.
Yeah. Do I
Latte,
need
why
to
you
roll
stinky?
anything for using a forgery kit?
Uh,
Uh,
to use it, no. The check, like that check, will come when like you are going to use the piece of forgery, is my understanding. And then how I think it's a,
I think you have to roll to see how well you forge it.
yeah. Hold on. Creating a forgery doesn't require a check. The DM might decide that certain tasks require their own text, but typically it's no check. Instead, anyone who is suspicious of your document is going to make an investigation check. Oh shit, I just accidentally scrolled. Check against the DC determined by, it says 8 plus dexterity modifier plus proficiency bonus.
So it's 8 plus his dex mod plus his proficiency.
Right.
Is he proficient? Are you proficient in the tool
Yes.
specifically?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's probably pretty high.
Well, it's going to be 2 plus whatever your dex mod is, which I assume is high if you're a rogue.
No, it's 1
Oh,
plus 1.
so 8 plus 3. 11? Your
Yep.
DC is 11. Oh, Latte.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So basically, when you go to use that, or wherever it is you decide to use it, whomever is inspecting it will basically like, they'll roll, and if they roll higher than 11, then it's a no go.
Then they'll go,
It's
this
only a
piece of
50-50.
paper is fake.
I mean, that's
And then
only
we
if
go
they're
punch.
suspicious.
True.
So yeah, I'm gonna hand that note back to Nox.
Okay.
Maybe you can give this to someone and they'll have the informations.
Cool. How much time has passed, Tim?
Like since you got done talking with Holly.
Yeah. Because I guess we're looking
then
to
and then
do all of our stuff at night. So what time of day is it now?
Right. I'd say it's afternoon at this
Okay.
point.
Yeah, so we're kind of just poking around trying to find out information until it's time to go.
Yeah. Um.
Oh.
So I've got this forged paper to go ask if they can tell me where the mirror is, or the renown is now. Anyone else got any other plans in case that backfires?
To find it?
Yeah.
Um, Good question. No, oh, I could go.
Could
I
potentially
could
ask
go
dock
talk
workers.
to a bird again. That's a
Or
really
that.
good idea. I'm gonna go find me. I'm gonna go find me a crow.
What was it you were saying right now? I'm sorry.
Short of asking random dock workers for information.
Okay, so Corin, you're going to find a crow to talk
Heck
to?
yeah, I'm gonna go find them crows I talked to before.
Or should I say a raven?
Sure. What I mean, I thought they were crows or something. They were birds of some sort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How badly would it affect the forgery if I also wrote +1 free sandwich with my ink pen?
Plus one free sandwich.
I
Maybe
would
that would be
say,
incentive.
okay, I just had to double check.
I mean, I don't think I can get the thing anymore, but I was just curious.
I was checking to see if like I missed that you were somehow proficient in forgeries.
No, I'm not. That's
I
why
would
I'm
say
asking.
that would okay,
Just
so
Crayola on the bottom.
I would say if you're trying to get it to pass seriously, that you could attempt it, but you need to roll higher than a 15. If it's anything less, when it's handed over, it will automatically come under scrutiny.
It's just like written in crayon in the corner. +1 free sandwich.
I'm going back inside the building.
I mean, I don't have the thing. It's like
Yeah.
I can't write anything on it. I don't think
So
they'll give it to
funny.
me.
Knox, you went back inside?
Back inside. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go back and find the lady I was talking to before.
Okay. You walk up to her and same thing she did last time. She kind of like does a little glance up thing and then goes back to work and she's like, "You again, eh?"
Yeah. I was wondering, do you know where the Mary's Renown is?
The Mary's what?
Mary's Renown.
I don't know if I've heard of that before.
What would it take to jog your memory?
She uh she's like, I don't know, these there's papers coming and going all the time. It's a lot to remember.
I just stamp shit.
What was the last paper you stamped?
That one I gave you.
Okay. Do you know who would have this information?
Yeah, Jimmy. She
Jimmy.
points like over there.
Okay. Well, thank you for your time.
Yeah, sure thing, sweetheart.
And I'll wander over in the direction she pointed. Do I see? Do they have name tags?
No.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Espresso.
Do let's see. What can I do? I walk up to the next clipboard person I come into contact with along the path that I was going.
Okay.
and ask them for Jimmy.
Like how? Like are you? How?
Can you point me in the direction of Jimmy, please?
Hey yo, Jimmy, and he'll just be like, "Yo, what's up?" And like it's like 2 dudes away from him.
Oh, thank you. Hey, Jimmy, I got a question for you.
Yeah, what can I do for you?
Do you know when the Mary's Renown is scheduled to dock again?
The Mary's Renown.
Yeah.
Uh, I I don't know the docking schedule. They last checked in about 3 days ago.
3 days. Isn't that a long time?
I mean, they coming and going.
Hmm.
I don't know why they all have like these Brooklyn, Jersey accents.
I love it though. It's so good.
All right. What's the longest time a ship has ever been out?
A few weeks.
A few weeks.
It depends on
Oh.
where they're going.
Oh, I see. Do you know where the Mary's Renown is going next?
Nope.
Oh.
Last time they came in here, like I said, it was a few days ago, and then I don't control where they go after that. That's their captain's job.
All right. Well, thanks for your time, Jimmy.
Good thing, buddy.
Hmm. Jimmy. Oh, one more thing, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Do you have anyone else higher above you that might know?
Oh my God, we dealing with a Karen over here. You want to speak to my manager?
Maybe.
You wanted to speak to my manager?
Hey, I didn't want to take it there, but if you're gonna start that shit, I can start that shit too, Jimmy.
Oh my God, up the stairs and to the left.
All right, thank
Get
you.
out of here.
All right, I'm going. I go up the stairs and to the left.
Yeah, there's just a door there.
Does the door say anything on it?
No.
I'll knock on the door.
You hear this like really deep voice. Tell you, they call you. They tell you to come in.
I open the door.
I can't do the voice. God damn it. But just picture it's a really deep voice.
Okay.
You walk in and there's just this little gnome sitting behind the desk. He's like, "Yeah, what do you want?
Gotta say, I wasn't expecting that.
Who are you?"
Uh, I'm looking for the Mary's Renown.
The Mary's Renown.
Yeah, I got a package or something to take out to them. I was given some sort of package.
Why didn't you deal with that downstairs?
Because no one would tell me anything. Jimmy sent me up here. Some random lady sent me to Jimmy. I'm just getting runarounds.
Okay, so you're trying to deliver this package.
Yeah.
What package? You got your
I'll hand-
paperwork?
I'll hand him the forged paper.
And he looks at it. Wait, we did just get in. Where'd you come from?
I don't know. I was just given this paper and told to go find the Mary's Renown.
Yeah, but like with the goods you given them, where are they coming from?
I don't know. I'm telling you, all the information I have is I was given this paper and told to go find the Mary's Renown.
So you got goods for the Mary's Renown, but you don't know where they coming from.
No. See, I'm telling you, dude, everyone's just giving me runarounds and shit. It's tiring.
He's gonna sit there and he's gonna sit back and. But what is it you looking for?
Just looking for the Mary's Renown. If anything, I'll take back the information to whoever gave me this paper. And tell them to go find it themselves.
Oh, so you just working for somebody then?
Yeah.
Okay. So whoever this mysterious person is sends you in here on the day of my daughter's wedding
My
Oh,
goodness.
God.
and asks you to find the Mary's Renown. Okay.
Wait,
Oh.
why are you here on the day of your daughter's wedding, sir?
I need to make money. How else am I going to pay for my daughter's wedding?
But it's your daughter's wedding. You
Yeah,
should be
that's
out
not
there.
that's not till later tonight. Don't worry about it.
But this is her.
I said
this
don't
is
worry
her-
about it.
Dude, this is her day. You should be out there with her. You've got a lot of underlings that you can send off all this information to.
You know
You
what?
should be out there with her.
When you write, you write. And he gets up and he starts like packing shit into a bag.
See? Everything's better. Just go spend the day with your daughter.
You write, and he just like starts leaving.
Have a good wedding, sir.
Yeah, thanks. You too. You have a good day.
Thank you.
You just hear, "Hey Jimmy, I'm heading out for the day." He's like,
Is it-
"All right, boss."
As you close the door.
Yeah.
I'll lock it
Okay.
and start rummaging through papers.
Okay.
I'm specifically looking for any information on the marriage renown.
Okay. Yeah, you're shifting through the papers and stuff like that, and you come across one of them that shows that the Mayor's Renown docked a few days ago, took on minimal supplies, and then they left. There was no designation for like like a shit. What am I trying to say? Like where they're going. They didn't designate like that they were going anywhere. Trying to think how to phrase this last part. Yeah, given go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, so based off of that information, like the fact that they didn't take on a lot of supplies and the fact that like they didn't or like they didn't take like on full cargo a compliment and that they didn't have any set place where they were going, it leads you to believe that like they haven't actually gone anywhere, but they're not
Okay.
docked anymore.
Right. So there's some. That then just means that there's somewhere out on the lake, which is what Corn was originally thinking. Okay.
Right.
Cool. Well, that helps. I'll organize the papers enough for the whatever disorganization it was, and leave the office.
Okay.
And then I'll just hurriedly make my way back outside.
No one even notices you were there.
Nice. Gotta love organized chaos. I don't know if you want to do Corin's section of bird talking yet.
Right.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Okay. Corin, you set off to find some ravens, and they weren't that hard to find.
Fucking birds are everywhere.
They are. So you are you doing this like where are you looking to cast this? Because it takes a hot minute, right?
I can either cast it as an action, use a spell slot, or I can ritual cast it. Which my idea was to ritual cast it, so I might
Okay.
just like sit off to the side somewhere and just scribble in the sand my spell as I ritual cast, talk with or speak with animals.
Okay. Um. Yeah. So you kind of you walk west again, right towards the beach that you guys were at earlier, and get kind of off out of the way. You know, there aren't too many people around. You sit down and you begin casting your spell. Of course, like plenty of time has passed at this point, and so a couple more ravens, or a couple of ravens that were perched nearby up on like one of the warehouse roofs, comes and they like land in front of you, and they're like, "Hello,
Well, hello, friends.
uh, hi, we know you."
Oh, you're the ones I talked to yesterday, day
Yep.
before.
Day
Yep.
before yesterday. Yeah. Timelines.
Excellent. I could use a little bit more help with something.
More help?
More help. We're looking for a large wooden ship, And I point at the ones that are like on the dock, but it's out. It's out in the middle of the water.
They do the whole, head tilty thing, kind of like processing what you're saying and asking, and they say lots of ships. Which ships?
Boy, oh boy. It's called the Mary's Renowned. That may not mean anything to you. And then I'll write out whatever like our alphabet is, what that would spell out as. And say
Okay.
like it would have these symbols on the side. Big, huge. In this
Okay.
order.
They, they see you spell it out, and they kind of like hop around and look at it and stuff. And they look at you and they're like, "Wind find."
They say what?
Wind find.
When find? When you find it, can you come back? And I'll point over to where we had found the ship. Well, find me over here. And then can you lead us there after dark?
Yeah. They listen to what you say, and they caw a couple times, and they like take off in the air, and they circle around a few times, and a group of other ravens join them, like 6 or 7 or whatever, and they head out over the water.
Cool. I don't think this is going to take them very long, so I'm going to run over real quick to like where Ratnam and Melissa are. I don't know if Knox is done with his fun in the crazy room yet. So I'm going to be like, hey, so I just got some ravens to go look for the damn ship on the water, and I told him to meet us at the boat. So I'm going to go to the boat. And I specifically asked him to not lead us out there until dark. So just so we know, I'm gonna go wait for them. When Knox comes, come to where I am.
Yeah, sure.
So Corin
And
heads
I'll
back
go
to
wait by the boat.
yeah. Corin heads back to the boat, and about 10 minutes or so go past. And Knox comes out of the building.
All right. So the information I've got is the Mary's Renown. It docked a few days ago, but it only took on minimal supplies. So it's just, and it didn't have a destination selected, so it's just somewhere out on the lake. I don't have any other things other than that, other than the fact that the big head boss dude is a gnome with a really deep ass voice, and it's his dog's wedding today.
Okay. Well, Corin's got some birds looking for it and is waiting by the boat.
Oh, nice. Bird time.
So I guess we kill time.
Okay. What do we
While
want to
I'm
do to kill
waiting at the
time?
boat, I'll just like I'll like I don't know how long the ravens are gonna be gone for, but the speak with the animal spell lasts about 10 minutes. And it
Okay.
takes 10 minutes to ritual cast, so I might just like keep it going until they come back.
Okay. So you're gonna keep it casting for as long as possible.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just keep the ritual up and going so that it can, or I might like do the ritual cast and then like maybe wait 5 minutes. If they're not showing up, then I start it up again
Okay.
and hope that they come back and I've got it still up.
Um. So Knox, Melissa, and Ratnob, you all head back to the boat as well.
Yeah.
You guys get there and you see Corin's just sitting on the beach.
Mumbling to myself.
Yeah, appears like that they they were casting their spells and stuff like that. And you guys are waiting for the ravens to return. And what would you like to do while you wait?
I'm gonna set up playing cards. I'm gonna start playing solitaire.
Ratnob and Melissa, what are y'all gonna do to pass the time?
I guess I'll catch some fish with my abilities.
Wait, what does that
Wait, how are you
mean?
gonna catch the fish?
You just
I
like
guess
blast them?
I don't know. I guess as part of my feature, I can just find food as long as there's food available.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's true. That is
Well,
a thing.
yeah, that's my wanderer feature.
All right,
When
so
you said
part of his background.
Yeah.
when,
Okay.
when you said find food with your abilities, and then I just thought of like shotgun fishing, but
Yeah.
with
I
Eldritch
mean, I
Blast?
never
Eldritch
said I
Blast.
wasn't gonna do that. That could be how I do it. You
Oh
know.
my god. Okay, that's what I kind of had in mind too.
And then Ratnob, what do you want to do?
I'm just gonna have a nap.
All right.
Wait out tonight.
Disappointed nobody wanted to throw rocks in the water, but you know, it's whatever. Um wait, Justin, I just noticed that one of your spell slots is used. You might need to reset that. Yeah, and your
Did you not
HPs.
do?
No, I did. I don't have a spell slot used on my side, so I don't know what we're looking.
Oh, maybe it's not
Mm,
updated on Tim's side.
Maybe,
yeah,
yeah.
my
It's
bad.
still updated on
Yeah,
mine.
yeah. I just
Yeah.
needed to refresh.
Whew, okay, all better.
Yeah, yeah. No, I thought I refreshed earlier when you guys had rested, but I guess I didn't. So yeah, y'all go about your deal. You know, basically passing the time because you're not 100% sure how long the Ravens are going to take to basically scout out for you this ship, and it takes about say like 30 minutes or so for them to return, and you know, at this point it's like a flock of like 20 ravens, and they all like kind of circle over the beach, and then two of them come down and they land in front of you, Corn.
Oh,
Um,
excellent.
yeah, and they're like, "Hello,"
Hello, friends.
and uh, they're like, "We found,
You found the boat?
we found."
Awesome. What time of day is it now? To the DM.
It's like 2.
Oh no, it's still so early.
Yeah, I mean, I considered not having them return until night, just because like that's what you initially said,
Yeah.
but
Well, yeah.
I didn't
Okay.
want you guys
So,
waiting forever necessarily.
um, I'll reach into my pocket and like crumple up some rations for them to snack on for a second one. I'll say, oh, thank you so much for finding it.
The whole
Can
flock
you?
comes down and starts pecking at
I
the
love this.
crumbs.
Um, is it very far from here? I'll say to the birds.
Um, I don't know how to translate that to bird. um, but they basically explain to you that it is a little ways out. You know, obviously birds are much faster as the crow flies. You know,
Mhm.
so like it took them about 30 minutes. So like 15 minutes out, 15 minutes back for them to actually find it. Um, so yes, it is a ways out there.
Okay, and then um, I'll say to them, "Oh, I would appreciate it so much if you wouldn't mind leading us out there um, after the sun goes away. We're trying to rescue people in trouble. See if they
And
get invested."
they all kind of like all of them just kind of stop and stare at you for a second, and
Creepy.
yeah, and then they like a couple of them just start squawking like more food, more food.
How much rations do I actually have? Oh no, I've got a button pushed somewhere. I was like trying to scroll my screen and it was like magnifying everything. I'm like, oh, whoopsies. Just deplete. I'll just crumple some more food. Rations on the ground for them. You know, incentive.
Yeah, when you
Incentive.
sprinkle them around, all of them just kind of like start doing that little hop that they do.
Fuck, birds are so cute.
Yeah, they just kind of like start hopping around and like eating the food and whatever, and it seems like that they don't plan on going anywhere.
I want to put my arm out for one of them to perch on.
Hmm.
When, like Nox sees
Roll,
Corin like having a great time with these birds, and he's like, I want to have fun with birds too.
Roll a animal handling.
Nice. I have proficiency in animal handling.
Yeah. One of the birds kind of like looks over at you and sees your hand out, and like does a couple little hops and flaps up to your hand.
Nice. I'm going to start gently petting the bird.
It shies
No.
away from you at first, and then like it's like, okay, you're not gonna hurt me.
Aww.
I'll even bend down and pick up some rations to hand feed the bird while it's on my arm.
Stop, this is so cute.
It eats it. It eats them. It's like nom nom nom. Yeah. So we'll say time passes. It's now evening. Um, it's I'd say like it's towards the inside of like twilight. So like 7. I don't know.
Okay, well then I'll like ritual cast speak with animals again and speak to the birds and say, okay, are we ready to go find the boat?
Um, they were all kind of like just chilling, uh, in the area, and yeah, one of them like hops up and was like, yep, follow, and they take off in the air, and they kind of start circling around.
Cool.
What?
I guess we'll all get in the boat, and then I don't know if any of us knows how to move the boat.
Okay, so Corin goes and gets in the boat.
I get in the boat.
Nox got in the boat.
Yeah, I get in the boat.
Yeah, I guess I'll hop in the boat.
All right, you all hop in the
Wear
boat.
your pirate hat. Stand at
Yeah,
the front of the ship, looking all cool.
one knee up on the bow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you all hop in the boat, and the ravens are circling above you and everything like that. Melissa can't see in the dark, right?
No.
That's okay.
I think Nox is the only one of us. Or no,
Right
can
now,
Ratnab do it too?
Dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
2 have dark vision, 2 don't.
Okay. Well, it's still
conveniently the two that can't swim have dark vision.
yeah,
That's fine.
it's still, I'd say it's like it's still light enough where you can you can still see the birds and like their flock and stuff. And as soon as Melissa perches up on the boat and like does the whole captain stance, the boat just lurches forward
Wait.
and starts
What?
skimming across the water.
Magic. Magic solves everything. I knew magic was the right choice to make.
And the birds take off and they start heading out over the water as well.
And then cue the Pirates of the Caribbean music. Yeah.
Let's see. So the ravens have started heading out over the water, and the boat is lurching forward. And is like carrying you all pretty quickly across the water. probably faster than like you could have if you were hand
Rowing it ourselves.
rowing it. But you notice that like the boat is still just going straight and not exactly following the birds.
Hmm.
Like
Melissa?
how badly are we not following the birds?
I mean, like they're kind of heading. Let me orientate myself real quick. So they are heading. Uh, they're heading southeast. Ish, and you're heading like southeast. So kind of in the same direction, but like you can tell, like if you keep heading in that direction for long enough, you're not going to be heading in the same direction as them.
Oh shit.
I want to angle Melissa towards the birds.
I'm glad we had the exact same idea. Because I was like,
Uh,
oh, we just need to point her, maybe.
Yeah, the boat shifts and starts following the same path as the birds.
Nice.
Shit, that's funny.
Puzzle solved.
And yeah, you guys cruise along for about 30 minutes. And as you're doing so, like you know, there are other ships on this water, other boats and stuff like that. There's a good number of like larger ships that are just anchored and they're not going anywhere. And you're just, you know, you're just passing them. Most of them don't pay you any mind. You know, like sometimes you'll see like a crewman that is on one of these boats like look down at you. Um, but yeah, at this point it's like getting pretty dark, so it's definitely difficult to see without like any sort of lights. Um, but the boat's still moving, and then you see a ship coming into view right in front of you. Um, big, uh, big ship. Can't quite tell um, its colors, but you can tell that its sails are raised because those are still white. Um, Sails are
we-
raised and like bound.
As I look up at the cells, do I see the fuck words? The Ravens Trade Alliance pennant flag?
No.
Okay. But it's definitely the ship that the Ravens are heading towards.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, they're close enough at this point where the ravens have like circled around and then just roosted on top of the ship,
Okay. I think
like
that's
up
our
on the
ship,
masts.
guys.
Uh, now's possibly a good time to call it.
Okay.
Before we get into the action.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
we can end it here if you'd like.